So wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Oh, what a glorious Friday. Hello and welcome to the KVJ show. Here we go into the weekend. Wrapped up the first week of the year. It's kind of hoping to be a little bit better. I'm not going to lie. I was really thinking, 2021 had all these kind of promises, and you look back on this week and I don't know. 2021's a little squirrely too.
There hasn't been anything crazy that happened. What are you talking about?
I mean, we just had all these high hopes, and that's why you can't believe in the power of New Year's Eve.
You
because
can't.
Everybody thinks it's this magical night where as soon as Seacrest says one, boom, it's all going to remedy itself, and you're going to walk into this brand new magical land. And it's just not really the case.
I said it the other day, 2021 making me miss 2020.
You're right. Who would ever thought that at the end of week one?
Yeah, Jaybird, you win for worst 2021.
It's been a rough week. It's been a rough week. I haven't even begun to tell you guys some of the other stuff. We're off the air.
We might have to try to do worst first week contest because I think you might win. You've got Dead Dog. You have got
no hot water.
No, still.
They're telling me they can't come out till next week.
What?
Yeah, it's been
Oh my gosh.
It's been awful, and I'm not 110% sure, but I think there might be a leak in my pool. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna get that looked at today. It's been great. Great.
Okay. I right now am putting money on you for worst first week.
Then I'm editing audio for today's show, and the first clip that I'm editing up, it's Miley Cyrus does a song for her dead dog. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't even listen to it. You got the audio, but I didn't listen to it. What timing, huh?
What timing?
Timing indeed.
It's like someone's messing with you.
I agree. Oh, don't forget, I saw a dead body this week.
Oh, that's
right.
right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
put it together because later in the show, we'll mix it around the Feel Good Friday so it won't be all negative, but we'll hit some Feel Good Fridays and then we'll do worst first week of 2021. Who can top Jaybirds because I think it's going to be unbeatable.
I love it.
We got the No Name Movie Game. That is going to be coming up at about 7:15 this morning. Some misconnections at 8:30, so it's a jam-packed Friday KVJ show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, this is certainly fascinating. It was brought to my attention yesterday that, yes, Kim and Kanye are splitting up, but could there be another man in the picture?
Oh, wow.
And could it be not with Kim?
Kanye?
I'm just going to give you what the rumor mill is spitting out there, and then you do with it what you will.
Okay.
Before we get into that, Johnny Depp is accusing Amber Heard of pocketing that settlement. Remember? She said, I'm going to sue him, and then I'm going to get my settlement, and then I'm going to give it all to charity. And I guess he and his lawyers have been doing a lot of digging around specifically the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles and the American Civil Liberties Union, just to find out how much they actually received from Amber Heard. She was going everywhere talking about the donations she made.
Yeah.
The lawyers are now saying, oh, well, Amber has been delayed in giving those charitable donations because she's had to spend millions of dollars defending false accusations brought against her by Johnny. So she's had to hold on to that settlement to pay the lawyers and wasn't able to make the charitable donations yet.
Okay. But they're coming, right?
Here's the thing. If he's going to take a shot, he better not miss because it ain't going to look good if they find out that she's not pocketing.
They're probably both dirtbags.
Yeah.
That's probably what's going on here. They probably both got really drunk and did horrible things to each other, and they probably both share the blame of their marriage falling apart.
I agree with you.
So they should both walk away with what they brought into it, but that's not how it works. Kevin, they got the baby.
They got the baby.
They got the baby.
The baby?
The baby was shopping, minding his own business yesterday on Rodeo Drive. Yes, He had a loaded, concealed firearm without a permit. But is that really DaBaby's fault?
Oh, man. DaBaby.
One of the clerks in one of the fancy stores where DaBaby was shopping turned him in, ratted him out, called the cops. Beverly Hills Rodeo Police pulled up and snatched DaBaby right out of his car.
Oh, geez. Right out of the car?
Yep, they got him on the misdemeanor.
Does he have one of those signs that says DaBaby on board?
You should.
Those signs were so popular back in the 80s. Baby on board.
He really needs it, but it's DaBaby.
DaBaby.
DaBaby
If
on
he
board.
doesn't, gosh, he needs
Somebody
that.
needs to get him that.
He needs that purchase. And finally here, there's some rumors about what's been happening in the relationship between Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. Now, apparently it's been over for some time. I was listening to a podcast yesterday that was diving super deep into it, and I was fascinated.
Oh, awful.
Because they were talking about a lot of things that I hadn't really noticed, but now that they bring up, I'm like, oh, yeah. Kanye was super controlling of Kim. If you
Really?
notice, like back in the day, Kim used to wear bright colors, sexy clothes, whatever she wanted. As she was with Kanye, she was always wearing muted colors, neutral colors, nothing sexy, baggy stuff, sweatpants. Like, she would still work in a sexy outfit, but they say as soon as the relationship with her and Kanye was over, she's now going back to wearing colorful stuff, more sexy stuff, more
Really?
revealing stuff. Even the kids, he wouldn't allow the children, like the little girls, to be dressed in pink and the little boys to be dressed in blue. All the kids had to be dressed in black or khaki or a neutral color. Like, it was kind of weird and controlling. And they say that now that Kim is away from him, she started to date a lawyer. You know, she wants to be a lawyer. She's dating this powerful, newly separated African-American lawyer who has got a very powerful pedigree.
Now, is she even, we know she's, I guess, not divorced yet. So
Not
is she
divorced
even really
yet.
separated?
You know those Kardashians, Kev. They can't stay single for a minute.
Okay.
He is now being linked to Jeffree Star, which Jeffree Star is a makeup artist and designer and very, very wealthy. But Jeffree Star has a ranch in Wyoming. Kanye has a ranch in Wyoming. And in one of Jeffree Star's pictures that Jeffree posted, you can see what appears to be Kanye West in the reflection of Jeffree's sunglasses. It sounds like Jeffree and Kanye were hanging out in Wyoming. And then Jeffree posts up on his social media, ready for Sunday service.
Okay. Now,
Jeffree's into men and has had lots of boyfriends.
Just keep in mind, Kev, the more questions you ask, the longer this
okay.
goes.
All right.
It's
Okay.
already going pretty long.
Okay.
I'm just putting this out there and telling you what the rumor mill. Nothing has been substantiated or is actually fact, but you know I love a rumor.
Grant in the chat room saying they debunked the rumor.
Dang.
There's been denials, of
Okay.
course, now that everybody... Well,
Okay.
initially, Jeffree was like, ready for Sunday service. And then the heat dropped, and Jeffree was like, I'm just kidding.
But so it was a tweet when he said that? Because you're reading it like, ready for Sunday service.
It was an Instagram picture of Jeffree looking amazing. And then the caption read, ready for Sunday service. Jeffree is on point with his look. I mean, amazing look.
So that because he looks good, that means he's in a gay relationship with Kanye?
That's what the rumor mill is put out
Okay,
there.
all right. Well, if he looks good, it means you've got to be in a gay relationship.
What a non-story that took 8 minutes. Oh my gosh. There's nothing
like
there.
it?
There's nothing there.
Oh, I love it.
There's rumors.
So juicy. I just love it. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Want to find the KVJ Show on social media? Just search KVJ Show on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Simple, huh?
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What are you thinking about today, Jay Bird?
I gotta shout out Vicious V. She knows I'm having a tough week, and she's got me 2 awesome gifts. She got me another gift. I walked in here today, and she had the studio set up like this stargazing show explain to the people what you got me.
So Mags got this for Christmas, and it is the coolest thing. It's a LED light projector that turns any room into like a peaceful light show. So the one that I had it on, the setting when you walked in was relaxation. You feel like you're kind of underwater, but then it's got little twinkling stars that go on and off, and it's so peaceful.
It is so cool. It's got all these different kind of levels you can do. There's a party one if you want to get a little crazy.
You got party level.
Yeah.
Let's turn up that party.
I'll party by myself tonight.
Okay.
I love it. Thank you so much. Mama, whatever you want for breakfast, it is on the bird.
I started the diet.
You did?
I did.
When?
Yesterday.
On a Thursday?
I did. Well, I got on the scale and I was like, uh-oh. There's a tipping point.
I was getting you, huh? You hit your personal limit?
Yes, I hit my personal limit and I said, okay, I've got to stop. I mean, I had fun. I had a great time. I ate all the Christmas cookies. I ate the Christmas fudge.
Is it weird that I know you so well that I know the exact weight, what your personal limit is?
What?
Isn't it once you get to 143?
It's 140 now.
140.
It's 140.
Okay.
I was riding like 139 all last week, and I was like, oh, I did good.
Okay.
But yeah.
Was 143 the most you weighed?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That was disgusting. I could not believe that I let it get that far.
You're out of your mind. You couldn't even tell. Could you ever tell?
No.
I've never.
No. She's actually been amazing. I would say of anyone on the show, she has been the most regulated with her weight the entire time. She looks the same. I mean, you and I both, we look like different people every 3 years.
We really do. We have had some different looks, me and
It's
you.
unreal. Yeah, I mean, where our weights have gone.
But
Yeah.
I go up and down 15 pounds here and there. I'll go up, I'll go down. I just, that's how I like living my life. I decided I like that.
Ever since I had, I was doing all that running and getting healthy in October, I gained 15 pounds since then. I'm back, baby.
Okay.
I hide it with Spanx, though. I love Spanx.
I hide it with big clothing.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can do a lot.
Virginia, what do you got on your mind today?
Well, I wanted to share something with our healthcare workers out there. They've been going through it. Imagine the stress of having to work in healthcare at a time when we're having a medical global pandemic. That is super stressful. So when I heard about this, I was super pumped. The dentist where I go is offering free smile restorations for healthcare workers as a part of their upcoming Community Care Day. Free cosmetic dentistry. That crap is usually really expensive.
Very.
Like if you want to do veneers and stuff like that, it's tens of thousands of dollars.
I priced it for a family member, and it was so much money.
It's ridiculously crazy, but yeah, they're going to be doing free smile restorations for healthcare workers. All you have to do if you want to get in on it is go to customsmiledesigns.com and you apply. You got to do it today, though, and you put in your information. My dentist, Weinberg Dentistry, where I go, they're doing it. So I'm so happy they're giving back to healthcare workers.
That is nice.
They deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely, they do. I know they're trying to do a lot of stuff for them. In fact, they're even talking about for the Super Bowl, it's going to be coming up in Tampa, that they're trying to figure out how to get some first responders in there, get them the vaccine, and then get them into the stadium so they can enjoy a Super Bowl with the year they've had.
I agree.
It's the least we could do, right, is get them into the Super Bowl.
They all are giving the option of the vaccine right now, the healthcare workers. So yeah, let them get in there. It's the safest crowd you can assemble.
Yeah, you'd think so. Absolutely. Once
I'll
you get
put the
that
link.
going.
I'll put the link up on my Instagram if anybody missed that and you
Okay.
want to sign up for a possible free comprehensive smile restoration. I'll put it up on my Instagram.
Florida's in an interesting place this year because not only do they have the Super Bowl in Tampa that is going to be coming up, but they have the national championship for college football. So this is like the center of the world for football, and the college national championship is going to be on Monday night at Hard Rock Stadium.
It's going off.
Yes. Yeah, you've got the number one team in the country. You got the Heisman Trophy winner, a fantastic Alabama team. They're always in it. And then my Ohio State Buckeyes are going to be playing in this. And so this is something I looked at when I found years ago, because they announced the national championship sites 2 to 3 years in advance. I remember when they had announced this, I'm like going, how cool would it be let's just say Ohio State's in the national championship and it's in Miami. And I said, there's no way I have to pull out all stops to try to get to this game. It's one of the things that I just love to do. It's probably my most favorite thing. And if I ever splurge, my only splurging is on Buckeye or football-related things.
Sure.
Everything else, I don't spend money on at all.
You don't. You're super conservative, and you're the opposite of your family.
Exactly. You're right.
You don't have any money to splurge because they already splurged it.
Right. It's already been splurged. But then, unfortunately, a pandemic hits and life gets crazy. And we have just had one of those years. I was talking about this, I think, yesterday. Everything started to break. We had 2 different cars that needed all new tires. We had this. We had air conditioner issues, water heater stuff. Yesterday, I had over a service tech guy, and I was digging around, and there's a rat.
Oh,
So-
the rats are back
Where was the rat at?
Okay, so it was
on the sofa watching Netflix.
almost. What happened was I had to have Xfinity out because there was something that was going on with our internet type stuff. One of the devices, they said it wasn't working. They said, well, we need to send a tech to find out. And he said, yeah, I'm looking for this cable, and it's this kind of box thing. And so I'm like, okay, it's up in this little attic thing that we have. And I kind of pulled it out and I pulled it down. I said, that's it. But there was something on it. I thought like it's like insulation or something like that. And I didn't even notice. And the guy comes to me, he's like going, dude, that's a rat. And it is a fried rat. A rat, I think, maybe started, I don't know what happened to them. But
Chewing the cord.
It looked like it started nibbling on this conductor bite. If you're looking on KVJ TV, I've got the photo of it. And he's like, look at that tail hanging out to the right end. That's when he noticed it. I didn't even notice it. I'm touching this thing. I'm like, I don't know what that is. It's insulation or something. He's like, dude, that's a rat.
Dude, you're petting a dead rat.
I was petting a dead rat.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
To make you feel better, when I was house hunting, a lot of the houses that were looked at, they had rats in the attic. A dead rat. I think it's just common in Florida.
It is, yeah. But, I know when you do that, then you got to call out. I got to call Hewlett and bring them out. And that, costs a good chunk
Kevin
of
was
money.
petting a dead rat.
I was. Basically, I was petting a dead. I had no idea. The text like going, dude, that's a rat.
That's how you know your eyes aren't holding up.
Right. Didn't even notice it. Yeah.
He thought it was insulation.
That's hilarious. I would have thought the same thing. It kind of doesn't look like a rat to me.
It kind of does look like insulation.
It does, because there's white fluffy things all around the side of it. I don't know what happened to it, but until you see that rat tail, you're like, I don't know, maybe it's not.
Kevin's trying to put it back in. He's like, oh, it's putting his arm in there.
Stuff the insulation back in.
Yeah. So, we got all these kind of crazy, chaotic things going on. And then I woke up this morning to a text. A buddy of mine who I go to a lot of the Ohio State games with in Columbus, he's like, hey, I had a cancellation. He's like, I got a ticket for sale for you for the national championship game.
What? A ticket for sale?
One ticket?
It's one ticket.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. And, my family, they love football, too. And my son is, I've brainwashed him into being a Buckeye junkie. And so, that's part of the issue. And it's none of the tickets are cheap because it's a limited crowd in the stadium. It's not like what it would normally be. And Ohio State is one of the biggest fan bases, and they only got 3,000 tickets.
Limited crowd means price goes up.
It's like $1,000 ticket.
But you couldn't go because you can't bring the queen. If you just go by yourself with your buddy.
I know. I'm like, oh, man, it's just what a sad twist of fate.
Would you be PO'd if you went?
Well, I mean, it's just one of those things where, you ever look at that and you're like, is the world obviously is telling me not to go to this game? And not to mention, too, my team might have COVID issues. They're not announcing who's there, but apparently there's a COVID problem. So I don't know if they're going to be starting.
They're trying to keep a COVID secret?
They don't release until right before the game who's playing. And so this keeps happening every game they play. Some of their key starters are out because of COVID. And they have the most stringent. If you even look at somebody that has tested positive for COVID, like it's 17 days, you're out.
So do you want to pay $1,000 to go to the game and watch the second string quarterback lose it all to Alabama?
All right. That's really kind of when you boil it all down.
Because your first string's out with COVID.
It really is the cherry on top of 2020. It just the sad irony of your team's in the national championship. You have a chance to go and you got a rat fried to your cable box.
That'd be pretty low budget imagine you spend all that money and it's the second string and they lose? That'd be rough.
There's a potential.
There's no way the second string is beating Alabama.
There's a potential for them to be beaten badly. It could be the most.
You need to stay at home on the sofa with the rat and watch it on TV.
I think the dead rats, probably, or it's probably the more sensible thing.
I mean, you found the dead one. The live ones are probably hiding.
Oh, I know.
was just
I'm gonna deal with that today.
I was going to ask you, what's your psyche with, there's probably a family up in there.
Oh, there's at least a mother, a father, and three children.
We had trapped one not long ago. We thought it was the mama, and we thought, okay, it's going to be all good. But, I think when it got colder, they try to get indoors.
When I had that rat problem, we thought after the fourth one, we thought it was over, and they just kept coming and coming because there was that hole in the roof area that goes down the wall.
You had a skylight with no glass.
You just got to make sure there's no hole where they're getting in because they can get in and even a really small hole.
We had that, and we got a thing that they got to seal up, and that's of course probably another $500.
Yeah, at least at minimum.
You can't use that tape like your wife had on the front door?
I would like to. If it means I could go to the game, I'd go up there and board it myself.
The one rat dude was telling me the rats can flatten themselves so low where they can get underneath any kind of door. They're able to do that kind of stuff to their body.
They're champion limboers.
Yes.
Dun, 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 dun.
And they love a kitchen.
Coming up here in a couple of minutes, it was a fun little thread that we had on Facebook last night. We were asking, what is your favorite childhood action figure or doll? Did you have one? Even Virginia probably had one.
I did, yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
I am so excited to talk about this.
I figured you would be.
How are you going to narrow it down to one?
People were sounding off, and I will let you know actually the number one action figure of all time coming up next. Did you have a favorite childhood action figure or doll growing up? I bet probably everybody did, even you, Virginia.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I had like baby dolls and stuff like that, but action figures, I had a strawberry shortcake.
Okay.
And I loved this hooker. I loved her. I had her lunchbox. I had her outfits. I had her bed sheets. I mean, I was obsessed.
I had the bad guy. Do you remember the bad guy? He was tall and had that weird looking mustache.
What was his name?
I do remember that dude, but I don't remember his name.
Like Rumpert or Muffin or...
Was it Professor Plum or something like that?
That's from Clue.
We're doing great.
Was it Gargamel?
Someone in the chat room's going to know that. The bad guy for strawberry shortcake. And I had that figure and loved it.
And all of her stuff, too, at least like the dolls and everything, they were all scented.
Yes.
So you could smell the essence. Her and her BFF, blueberry bitch. What was her name? I don't know. I forgot her name, but
don't think it's that.
It probably wasn't that. But they all smelled like their flavor, and I loved it.
Okay, yeah.
I had the stickers.
It was a big thing. I do remember that. A lot of girls my age were big into that. I think it's the peculiar purple pie man of Porcupine Peak. Does that ring a bell?
It does.
They say that's the primary antagonist of Strawberry Shortcake.
Okay.
There was something about pies. I remember that the pies were either poisoned or he threw them in the face of his enemy. I can't remember.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, something like that. Jaybird, I know that you still love action figures, and I was kind of looking at a breakdown of what are the most popular action figures of all time. Pretty much a lot of people agree the Star Wars is your biggest when it comes to action figures. I know when I was a kid, I had all those sets.
Yes, they said from 77 to 83, I have all of those. And then in 85, they released this weird kind of line that nobody cared about in 1985 because Star Wars was over and it was on the decline. And I remember I bought a bunch of them as a kid for 99 cents.
Wow.
Now, those figures from the 1985 line, they're all $800, $900.
What?
There's one, I think, for $3,500.
Wow.
There's so much money. They're the only Star Wars figures I don't have.
If only I would have known.
I know, man. The Emperor's, those purple guards the Emperor had, they're worth like $900.
Dang.
I know, man.
Collectibles. It's
Such
a big thing.
collectibles.
Yeah, they said some of the biggest ones, the removable helmet Darth Vader, Boba Fett, Chewbacca, are some of the favorites people had.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The second most popular action figures, the G.I. Joes.
I mean, this is my world right here.
That's what I thought. This is describing your house.
The one, so my two favorite are Star Wars and G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they had said the Snake Eyes Volume 2, Storm Shadow, Cobra Commander, Zartan.
Don't want to brag, but I got all of them.
You do? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Panty dropper.
What a dork.
Some of the other big action figures, anything in the superhero realm, Batman, Spider-Man were big action figures. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Optimus Prime from the Transformers, one of the biggest action figures of all time.
I'm about to go on a He-Man run, too. He-Man was big back in the day. A little Skeletor. Can I get amen for Skeletor?
He was horrifying.
He was horrifying.
I'm sorry. Skeletor is scary.
Do you have a favorite, Kev?
Mine would have been Star Wars #1 and G.I. Joe 2nd, very much like you. I had both of those. I had those were pretty much the big action figures that I had.
But specifically, which figure?
I remember with the G.I. Joe, there was a Cobra Commander, one had a hood, one had a helmet.
Yeah, Kevin,
Yeah.
I love what you're talking about right now. Yeah.
That was kind of cool. I
The
remember
Hooded Cobra Commander's version 2.
The Yoda Star Wars action figure was kind of big. I remember I loved the Darth too. He had like a little lightsaber. You'd move his wrist and the lightsaber would come out.
Yeah. Come on over and look at him anytime you want.
I'd love to.
You had sisters. Did they ever get down with My Little Pony?
My Little Pony, so sad and lonely. Yes,
I had
they
a
did.
lot of it. You could brush the pony's hair. It came with a little comb.
Yeah, my sisters had the My Little Ponies and they had the Cabbage Patch Kids, and I used to get in trouble because I would kidnap her Cabbage Patch Kids and her My Little Ponies, and my mom would yell at me.
Oh, a fun little thing.
My name was Simon Chillings. That was the kidnapper's name.
You had alter egos as a child?
Yeah, he decided chilling. He's always done this.
At least he's consistent.
That's true. Some of the comments from the Facebook page, KVJ Show Facebook page. Josie said that her favorite childhood action figure or doll was the Cabbage Patch, Care Bear, and the Strawberry Shortcake.
All solid choices.
Mm-hmm. Those were the top three.
Do you guys
Care
remember,
Bears were big, yes.
do you remember Pound Puppy?
Yep. Pound puppies were big too.
Mm-hmm.
After I had the strawberry shortcake bedding, I had the pound puppy bedding.
Remember that creepy doll, My Buddy, My Buddy, My
Yeah.
Buddy, My Buddy and me?
Yeah, I do.
It was a doll for boys.
And it looked like it walked around at nighttime with a knife.
Well, I remember it was really popular, and then the movie Chucky came out. And then
It
nobody
kind of looked like Chucky's cousin.
and then nobody would buy it anymore.
And then they came out with Kid Sister, Kid Sister.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's real weird. Angie said she was into Gem. It
Yes.
was a girl who would touch her earrings, and all of a sudden she turned into a pop star. It was kind of weird, like her clothes would change.
My sister loved it. They had a cartoon, I believe, on Saturday mornings
They
for
did.
that.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Nancy said she loved She-Ra. That's in the He-Man world. Cammie said I had a Michael Jackson action figure doll.
I had it too. I got Michael Jackson and Mr. T in the same year.
Okay.
I also had a Pee Wee Herman doll that was amazing. You pulled this string.
I think I remember that. It would say little phrases.
Yes. I like to go in movie theaters.
Wayne was into the WWF wrestlers.
The rubber ones?
Yeah, I think so.
Those are
action figure
awesome.
ones. Yeah, my son got into that for a while. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles he was into as well. It's one of the big ones. Amanda said, I've had an Alf doll since I was 3 years old. Still has it.
I had my mom got at a garage sale. It was really old school. It was a Mork and Mindy doll. It was Robin Williams,
Okay, yeah.
and it came in an egg.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you can buy it on eBay.
I remember that was his son Mirth was born out of an egg.
Yep.
Yeah. Emily said Polly Pockets and My Little Pet Shop were my jam back in the day. Carrie said she was all about the Baywatch Barbie. She came with the dolphin that you could play with in the water and it made sounds.
I love hearing about these toys.
And Leslie had a Britney Spears doll. And Joe had a Mr. T action figure.
Yep.
Yeah, Mr. T was huge.
Yeah, so those are all some of the ones that people were talking about on the KVJ Show Facebook page. There were a couple that people did not mention when you're talking about action figures and dolls. Somebody said, I had a Weebles haunted house. I think they're Weeble Wobbles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. That was kind of a fun little play thing. Care Bears. Somebody said, I had a My Pet Monster.
Oh,
You remember that?
I don't. I remember the Care Bears. I had a lot of those. That Sleepy Time Bear was my little pillow.
Someone was mentioning Buck Rogers figures. Those were awesome. They're vintage now.
Yeah, and there was Stretch Armstrong was a doll that was bigger from a greater generation before us. Yes, that was one of the. I think that ranks maybe as the second biggest action figure of all time.
Really?
Because it was Stretch Armstrong was so big. Whatever it might have been in the 60s or whatever, it's and it sold so much. Because I don't think they had as much variety. You had Stretch Armstrong and nothing. And you'll like it, kids.
Did anybody say Rainbow Bright?
Haven't seen that.
Rainbow Bright was huge too.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yes. She was a bigger doll.
Yep, great costume.
Yes, fantastic outfit. A lot of girls dress up as Rainbow Bright, sexy Rainbow Bright for Halloween.
I know.
I know.
That's why he keeps a flame in his heart for Rainbow Bright.
And Anthony in Port St. Lucie said Voltron was the action figure I played with as a kid. So.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so it's all some good stuff. Have some birthdays for today, Friday, January 8th, 2021. Happy birthday goes out to Noah Cyrus. That is Miley's younger sister. She's 21 today. Had Noah come by the station a year or so ago, and she's very talented. She dabbles a little bit more, I would say, in kind of the country realm than her sister does. But it's kind of, I don't know how to put it. It's country, but it's not.
It's like country alternative.
It kind of is. There's kind of a weird little genre of those two, like a Chris Stapleton type of artist.
It kind of sounds folky, but it has a hint of pop to it.
Yes, it's a little folk, it's a little pop, and it's a little country, and it's like those three together. So it's not like the typical twangy kind of stuff. It's just more acoustic guitars and down-home kind of picking.
I actually love that kind of sound.
It is fantastic, yeah. You might want to check out some Noah Cyrus. She does some good stuff. And she dabbles in pop as well. R. Kelly is turning 54 today, so happy birthday to him. Also, a happy birthday to Kathy P. from John, Dina, Tim, your fur baby Callie, and fur grandbabies Bella, Bailey, and Hercules.
Aww.
Also, a happy 7th birthday, Ryder. Love you so much. Look forward to this new year. Love Mommy, Daddy, Avery, Dylan, Brady, Milo, Buddy, and Mama. Also, wishing Nate C. a very happy birthday tomorrow from the Pickle Squad. And can you please wish Kitty a very special birthday weekend on January 8th from JP Rockstar, Super Bass, and Tuxedo. Get ready to party. All right, party on. It is a big day today. It is the first no-name movie game of the new year, 2021. Bird had a thrilling win in triple overtime to wrap up 2020. Can he take his good luck into the new year?
It'd be nice. This is a big one.
That's what we're going to find out here today. We're going to partner you up here in just a second.
Where's the belt?
I knew you were going to ask that.
Yeah.
I think it's in a moving box, y'all.
Stop everything.
I stopped everything.
Where's the belt?
I think it's in a moving box, dog.
You heartless champion.
I am. I'm so sorry. I
You made
got
such a big deal winning that belt with the pride, and then it's just, we don't know where it is.
And you said you were going to make all these posts with it?
I'm sorry.
You never posted once?
I spent my entire break just looking and waiting, and I like every half hour I'm like going back. I'm like, there's still no post with the belt.
I've been a little preoccupied.
You don't deserve that belt.
If you want to kick me, you can.
Okay, heartless champion, I believe he often says.
I just gotta win it so the belt stays home.
There you go.
In a box somewhere. Probably in my old place.
I'll find it in March.
I hope you didn't leave it at your old townhouse.
No, I didn't leave anything in my old townhouse. I think.
Even the rats and spirits?
The spirits, I think they followed me. And you're never getting rid of rats.
Okay, Virginia's going to start us off here with Aisha from Palm Beach Gardens. Hello, Aisha.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Are you ready to do this?
I am.
Okay, Virginia's going to give you some clues to movies here. She can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. Going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Are you ready, Virginia?
I am so ready, Ralston.
Okay. Now, here you go. Your 60 seconds in the no-name movie game begins now.
It's a pageant where she's also an FBI agent. It's a beauty pageant. Pass. Okay, pass on that one. This is the guy you hire to kill somebody. He's a...
Is she still there?
Is she there, Kevin?
Assassin?
Yeah, she's here.
Assassin?
It's another word for assassin. Pass. Pass on that one. It's a place where you go to do your clothes, wash your clothes if you don't have a washer dryer.
Laundromat?
Yes. Pass on that one. Pass on that one. If I get hit by a bolt from the sky, I've been what?
Struck by lightning?
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Pass. This and peace. Blank and peace.
Oh.
Don't know.
War's what you're looking for. Okay. Well, it's held up before.
Yeah, I mean, we
This
can't
will say a lot
anything.
about the year, I think.
If we lose, Denny's.
Yeah. If the 2 holds up, 2021 is not going to be any better than 2020. I'm just telling you right now.
Expectations are low, Kevin.
All right. Well, let's go to Denny's and his partner, Pam, from Port St. Lucie. Hello, Pam.
Hey, guys. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pam.
Wow.
Pam.
Listen to that energy
Okay, we got
and
this.
exuberance. Wow. She's a spark plug. This is going to be like yin and yang with her and Denny's.
Oh, yeah. There has to be balance here.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, we're going to put 60 seconds on the clock here. No name movie game. Your time begins now.
It's 2 stoners and they lost their vehicle. What would they say?
Dude, where's my car?
Yep, perfect. They are it was a popular kids' toy in the 90s. They are girls that have giant heads. They dress very fashionably.
I don't know this one.
Pass that one. This is, they break into the Capitol and
Oh,
steal.
that just
I know,
happened.
I can't believe it. And they steal a part of the Declaration of Independence. It's a,
National
yep,
Treasure.
you got it. Perfect.
Yay.
One more than 4, and it's very quick. It's a car automobile movie.
5. I don't
Pass
know,
that one. This is a type of bug. They pollinate flowers and they create honey, and they're larger. That's
Bee. The Bee movie.
it's also the name of a yellow car from
Bumblebee.
Yep, beautiful. This is a battle of flowers.
Wow. You got a 3 spot.
Yeah.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
That's
all I need.
tough to listen to.
You mean the show or the game?
Both.
Yeah. Bird, it sets up pretty nicely for you. You just got to beat 3 here with
does.
Harold from Miami. Hello,
What's the matter
Harold.
with your arm?
I woke up. I can't lift it. I woke
That's
up
alarming.
and I cannot lift my arm. I can't even raise. Look at this.
You look like Bob Dole.
I almost crashed my Jeep today because I couldn't grip my steering wheel.
So wait, your bitch ass grip has spread to your whole arm?
I either slept on something the wrong way. I just can't lift. Look at this.
It only lifts this much when he was trying to get up
Can you
earlier.
add that to your list for the worst week of...
I was going to add
Yeah,
that.
okay. Yeah. And I can't lift my left arm.
I am in a great deal of pain.
What happened?
I don't know. I've done so many things to my body in the last 5 days. I pushed it to the brink.
Dang. Well, here we go.
Is that your pleasuring hand?
Unfortunately, it is. I'm on the DL.
Luckily, you don't need to lift it, though. It's actually stuck in the right position.
Yeah.
You're right.
You'll be fine.
You're a lot.
I gotta get focused. I'm a whole mood, as they say.
Yes. Good Lord. Harold, good luck with this one.
Wow.
Who? Daryl?
Harold.
Harold.
Or Daryl. His friends call him Daryl.
Harold, I need it bad.
You do? All right, let's go.
All right, we've got 60 seconds here. You got to beat 3 in the no-name movie game. All right, One-Armed Bird, your time begins now.
She fakes the big O in a diner. It's a classic movie.
Suits his favorite.
They're friends.
Sally.
You got it.
Yay.
I'm mean. I'm green. Superhero.
Hulk.
Yes.
Hulk.
I just.
Hulk.
You got it. You got okay. I just won this. I won the blank, and I had to give you the pass. Pass it, Denny's. Me and you are going out with 2 hot chicks. We are now on what?
Double date.
Got it.
Yes.
I just escaped from prison. I am now what?
This is Bird.
Fugitive.
Yes! I make buildings and dirt.
What?
I make buildings and dirt at the beach. I make buildings. Pass. Pass, Denny's. It's a weed movie, and it's not this Thursday. It's what?
Next Friday.
Oh, he got
He got it.
I jump on you, Denny's, but I can't move my arm.
Yeah.
I think you better stay seated.
Yeah.
Nice job, Daryl.
It's Harold.
That's you.
Yeah.
Fugitive.
I'm officially gonna change my name now. Daryl Pizza Pie, and my last name.
Don't say that one.
All right, congratulations. And Bird, look at this. You bookended your wins.
Wow.
Very nice. Last of 2020, first of 2021. That's a streak, my friend.
It is.
That is definitely a streak.
And you get to keep the belt.
I gotta find that belt. I'm gonna peacock it. I gotta
Yeah,
find it.
that is some amazing stuff. All right, coming up here on the KVJ show. We were asking something yesterday on our Facebook page, some interesting stuff. The worst excuse you've ever received. Jaybird had a guy that who was supposed to mow his lawn who was 2 hours late that texted him say he couldn't make it. He was a little distracted with everything happening at the Capitol. So
And he had to reschedule for a week later.
He told me he's gonna cut my lawn in a week.
He needs a week to process what happened at the Capitol.
yeah, I know it did rock a lot of people. I'm not gonna lie, but still.
You can't not do your job.
Well, he chose not to.
A week?
Yeah, so we asked, what is the worst excuse you've ever received? Got some great responses on our Facebook page we got for you next. Have you ever received a really terrible excuse? You know, if you're going to bail on something you should be doing, at least have a good excuse for it. Some people don't even put in the energy to come up with a really good excuse. So we asked on our KVJ Show Facebook page, what is the worst excuse you've received recently? Here are the top 5 best answers. Joanne, I would put her at number 1. She said, I had an employee once who worked a half day and after lunch said that God was calling her to do a different job.
And how do you argue that?
I don't know what you can. A guy just told me during my break that I need to go do something else. And she's like, okay.
Bye.
Bye. Number 2, I had somebody tell me that they couldn't come in because they had lost their teeth and they couldn't find them. I understand people have dentures and such, but how do you misplace them?
Okay, y'all, this can absolutely happen. I just come from a long line of family members who have dentures.
Yeah.
And sometimes they wouldn't put them in. You'd come home and they'd have no dentures, and they would leave them at certain places, and sometimes they'd forget where they left them.
Ooh,
So if
okay.
you're in a hurry and you have to be out,
So it's legit. I lost my teeth.
that is actually a legit excuse.
Okay, all right, we'll take that one. We got Shelby who had posted up. An Uber driver called me to cancel saying that he had a dead person in the car.
Oh, my.
Okay, I guess it's,
It's plausible.
What
but
happens if he does? That could happen.
I guess it could, yeah. Katrina says, I work retail. An associate once called out saying that she had gone to a party and ate too much.
I'm full.
It's a terrible excuse.
I can't work. I'm full.
Yeah. Christy said I had a moving company that the guy called and said he had to go get his boat out of the water a week before we were supposed to get a hurricane. I ended up actually still hiring the mover, and he never showed up to actually move my stuff. I guess I should have known better.
Dang.
Yeah. So there you go. I just love when lazy people are too lazy to come up with a good excuse.
They're just lazy even about the excuse.
They're lazy about their job, their commitment, and even the excuse they give you. Somebody texted in and said, the worst excuse I received recently, I had an employee call out sick on a Monday. Now, that's important because they had food poisoning. They said the day before they went to Chick-fil-A.
Busted.
I mean, come on.
You're not even trying.
They're closed on Sunday, y'all.
Everybody knows that.
Come on. Somebody else texted in and said a friend I've known for 23 years told our group chat of newer friends that she couldn't make an event because her grandmother is in town. Yeah, I know that's a lie because I went to both funerals of both of her grandmothers.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a major ditcher, Melody said. And somebody else texted in and said, yeah, we had a girl in the 90s call in, said she couldn't make it because she was out of hairspray.
I get it. It was very important in the 90s.
Yeah. Well, we did receive an email, and this is, I guess, where you've got to decide. Sometimes you do come up with an excuse. Other times you say it's maybe just better for me to go on ahead and tell the truth. So in this situation, what do you think is better? Come up with an excuse or just tell the truth? The email here, person who wants to remain anonymous, said, for Christmas, I got my best friend a gift card to Starbucks and Target, like any normal friend would. She got me a velvet wall hanging of the galaxy.
I love it.
Jaybird will buy it off of you.
Sounds nice.
Name your price.
It lights up, too. It has all the planets, shooting stars.
Oh, my gosh. He would love that.
She said it's hideous.
Oh, that's amazing.
Well, you can go get it because she said I took it to Goodwill before New Year's Eve.
Oh,
I would snatch that thing up
Yeah,
in a
you
heartbeat.
Yeah. Please let us know which one so Jaybird can go get it. Well, my friend texted me last night and she wants to do a virtual happy hour tonight. And she told me, you better have my gift hanging on the wall behind you. Okay, so at this point, I clearly don't have this.
Well, that'd be a cool background for a Zoom meeting.
Yeah, why do you have to get rid of it?
I think just she didn't want it hanging on her wall. She thought it was hideous.
She's a little annoying.
Okay.
Come on, it's a gift. She didn't even keep it past the New Year.
No, she didn't.
Damn, she's cold.
I'm with the witch. This is such a fantastic gift, and you're already getting rid of it.
It's gone.
Weak
Too
sauce.
late now.
I think she needs to go to the Goodwill and buy it.
You think so?
Well, yeah.
Not if I get there first. Now it's a bidding war.
It's a foot race.
So at this point, would you go with an excuse or the truth? Should she tell her that she thought it was hideous and gave it to Goodwill, or should she come up with an excuse why she's somewhere else and can't have that wall hanging in the background?
I mean, at this point, she should probably just say, I regifted it because it's not really my style.
Okay.
And try to get past it.
Or you're kind of going halfway with kind of the truth, but also a lie.
Well, if you tell her you brought it to Goodwill, that's just flat out insulting.
True.
Yeah, I mean, it's insulting to say the gift you got me. We're in Jan 8th. It's not that, you know what I mean?
It's not that far.
No.
You could have regifted that and made somebody really happy. The bird.
But I don't even see what valid excuse you could give to that. If someone stole it?
The only thing she can say, yeah, I think the only excuse, what would be better is to, I couldn't hang it up yet. I got to find a great place on the wall. I have to remove something else. I'm trying to figure out what. I can't, my Wi-Fi doesn't pick up in the room where I hung it.
Got to be careful with that, though, because what if she goes, okay, no problem. I just want to see it one more time. I love this piece. And she wants to, where's it at right now?
It's in the other room. I'm on my laptop.
Let's go look at it. I'm coming over.
No, COVID. That's why they're doing the virtual happy hour.
All right.
This girl is mad that she got a gift that she didn't like. And so she kind of sassily brought it to Goodwill. Kind of, you know.
It was an exclamation point on you got me a bad gift. I think
Yes.
she does sound a little butthurt because she felt like she got her a good gift. The Starbucks Target, this is good gifts. It's practical. Anybody can use it. Who realistically, and you know, she said, look, I'm not even a fan of space or anything. Why she got me this? And she's supposed to be like my best friend. Why would she think that I want a velvet wall hanging of the galaxy?
She probably thought it was a cool background for Zoom calls.
Yeah, I mean, I know
Yeah.
Denny's doesn't love buffalo, but I bought him the sweetest looking buffalo blanket because it just was cool looking. Sometimes you buy cool things, and he loved it.
Okay, buffalo blanket, huh?
He was very high when he got it.
Nice.
You like anything when you're high.
So how would you feel, Virginia? You just got me this awesome gift, this thing that lights up in my house, and it puts the stars on the wall and on the ceiling. If I regifted it and you found out that, like, you know, I gave it to Denny's or Suits, would your feelings be hurt?
I mean, no, probably not too much. I mean, I'd be sad that I didn't nail it as far as giving you something that you love, because I love giving great gifts that a person would love. I take pride in that. So I would be sad about me not doing a good job. But once you give a gift, you give it freely, and the person can do whatever they want with it. It's no longer yours, and you shouldn't be all upset about anything they do with it.
I will say it's annoying that the person giving the gift, it comes with rules, and I got to see it. Let me see it. Just give the gift and be gone with it.
Yes, that's true. They should
It's
just back
annoying.
away.
People are kind of leaning that it'd be better maybe to play the excuse angle at this point because it is kind of cold that you took it and gave it to Goodwill. So if you were completely honest, it would be kind of a gut punch for a good friend.
And you shouldn't tell her you gave it to Goodwill because that's mean.
Does this work? Let's say, so what happened to the thing I got you? You're not going to believe it. So I put it outside. I was going to bring it in, and I was doing a couple different things. I left it leaning on my car. I come back out, and it's stolen. Can you believe this crap?
That's a whole caper.
I saw a guy dressed as Spock running down the street with it. You'll never believe it.
Well, what's a good enough excuse? I think you got to go with someone crept it.
Some of these suggestions, somebody said she could say her niece loved it so much that she couldn't resist giving it to her.
There you go. Somebody saw it and they loved it, so I had to give it to it was a kid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, family member kid. I love that.
You know, a lot of people are thinking that this girl probably didn't want to spend any money and was regifting it as it was. It was probably a hideous gift she had been given. She's like, I'm going to regift it to you.
That could be it too.
Maybe she's messing with you, saying she wants it in the background shot.
Just say you regifted it.
Okay, all right.
Does that sound like a piece you would like, Kev?
No.
Really? It blows my mind. What a cool art piece.
I wouldn't hang it either.
Really?
No, it's not my style.
I guess I don't know you guys either.
It works in your place, though. I mean, you've got action figures and Star Wars stuff hanging from your ceiling.
You bet your ass it would work.
Yeah, so it would definitely work for you.
Have you started hanging everything in your new home?
I can't lift my arm.
You got that bum arm.
I got a bum
The only thing
arm.
you can do is lay carpet. I got a text that just came in here. They want to know, okay, what should I do here? Come up with an excuse or tell the truth? I wrecked my boyfriend's car, but I blamed it on a grocery store hit and run.
Oh.
Now my boyfriend is calling the store asking for surveillance footage.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't yet know if he's going to get it or they'll give it to him. So should I go with an excuse or the truth?
Truth.
I don't know. I'd ride this one out and see how the surveillance footage goes.
No, I think time's against you right now because you can't keep on saying the lie over and over again and then finds out.
But it could easily come back that it's like, oh, they don't have the tape
They
or they
didn't
won't give it
save
to
the
me.
tape. They won't
Yeah.
give it to me.
And then it's nothing.
If the cops can subpoena the tape, then they'll turn it over. But they don't do that to civilians. Like it might be a whole thing where he can't get his hands on this tape.
It's a gamble.
They're in this right now waiting zone and they're kind of freaking out.
It's a gamble.
Let it ride. Stay strong. Don't say nothing.
Don't tell the truth. It's
Stick
your
to your
boyfriend.
Stick to your story.
Oh, come on. You got to tell your boyfriend that you wrecked his car and how it happened.
Nah, I don't think you do. You already lied. I mean,
Yes, you're right.
you're not an honest person
No, you're
from the
right.
jump.
So what does it matter?
At this point, you got to stick to your guns.
Stay with who you are.
You don't have to make yourself a liar yet.
Okay.
You
all
might
right.
get away with it. I'd love to know, what's the store's policy? Do they release that to people?
Well, somebody said, if it probably, almost everything's like a Publix or a Whole Foods or something like that. She said, call another one and say, hey, I have damage to my car. Will you give me the footage? And then you can find out maybe what that company's policy is to releasing footage.
Right.
Because she's trying to figure out, okay, do I tell the truth now?
Yeah,
Or just...
you should call the same store and bark up the same tree and see what they say.
Mm-hmm. Debbie is on here from Boynton Beach with her thoughts on this. What do you think, Debbie?
So, I have a husband, not a boyfriend, and my husband's persona is like Simon Cowell. He's British. So I'm at Costco in a brand new Range Rover, which is my husband's baby, and a person, I'll put it politely, let their cart go.
Oh.
And it came flying into the Range Rover, dinged the car. I'm talking major damage. I'm a Jersey girl. I yelled, hey, sir, and he gave me the finger and took off. So now I have to deal with my husband, okay? So I go marching into Costco because my son's a cop. I know a little bit about this stuff. They won't release the footage to you, but what happened is the Costco team, because I parked right in front of the store, they saw this. They go, whoa, okay. They called the cops. The cops came, and lo and behold, this person, I want to call him a DB, they had his license plate number. We got paid, and he got a ticket for leaving the scene of they called it vandalism. So my advice is on this one, I don't know what store this woman was at. However, it's better to truce up with the boyfriend, because sometimes these stores do cooperate. They don't release it, but they'll let you review the tape, and then they'll discern if it needs to go to PD or not. That's my story.
Okay. So
for me, truth prevails.
Okay, so they go with the truth, because it looks like he will get maybe some kind of access to that surveillance.
But she already lied.
I know, but
this is the problem.
Yeah.
Fall on the sword.
You always should tell the truth first, of course.
So what? They continue the lie and keep it dig deeper?
Just until you find out that he can see the tape.
You know what you do? You just say, "Look, I was scared. I was confused. I didn't want to get into a thing with you. I lied. I wrecked the car. I love you, baby."
Sometimes you do whiff. You make a mistake.
Made a mistake.
Yeah, I should have been honest. I wasn't. I feel really bad about it.
Because you were trying to, you didn't want to make him upset. You had good intentions.
So you lied to me?
But it wasn't like she's lying about cheating on him.
I
She's
want to
lying.
break up. I can't be with you.
Well, then you know what? You little meathead, get the hell out of here. I don't want you in my life. I'm going to go date someone new.
I try to be honest, yeah. I want somebody's going to get a little bit of forgiveness. If you can't give forgiveness in a relationship, then we have no future.
We're going to mess up a little bit.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, all right. Learn something new. Got a couple Feel Good Fridays here today. In fact, I can't wait to get to this. Worst week of 2021. We'll do that after we get the good stuff out of the way. We'll start with the positive, because Jaybird is a candidate for the worst first week of 2021.
Easily.
Virginia keeps reminding me that we have a full fridge of beer.
And if anybody needs to drown his sorrows.
Yeah, right.
We are beer rich.
Could be the bird. So let me see a couple of Feel Good Fridays. I thought this was great, and we got a nice before and after photo, and a lot of people are focusing on losing weight, getting in shape. And their first win of 2021 was hitting an all-time lowest weight for me of 158. My starting weight was 252.
Oh,
that's huge.
They're almost 100 pounds down. Thank you, keto.
Good for them.
Great job.
How about that? Somebody else said my win for 2021. I just found out I'm pregnant with my second baby.
Ooh.
Can't wait to surprise my family. How cool is that?
You should do it. You should do kind of cool. You know how there's the reveal of the sex? You should reveal it to your family. Put like a note inside some mashed potatoes or something. As they're scooping mashed potatoes, you see a note, "I'm pregnant." That's kind of fun.
Oh, that is neat, yeah.
No?
I saw over the break people were giving it as a gift, like a sonogram picture to grandparents.
That's so
It was
cute.
their first grandchild that they had been praying for, and they started crying. It was so beautiful.
And such a great way out of having to buy a gift for grandma and grandpa.
That's your gift.
Totally.
It's beautiful.
Way better than anything in the store.
Mm-hmm. This email from Julio said, Kevin, my Feel Good Friday is that I got the day off on Monday, and I can't wait for kickoff on the national championship game. I am a big Alabama fan.
And we plan to whoop that ass.
And I know you are just as excited as I am. Roll Tide, Kevin. I'm sure it will be a lot of fun. Much respect for your Buckeyes, yeah.
Okay, well, that was nice.
It is, yeah. It's as nice as you can get. Yeah, they have a very nice fan base, and I'm sure they're going to have a good time on Monday night. So we'll see. We shall see.
And you're not going to pony up the $1,000 for that ticket. I mean, it's out there. You have the opportunity should you find the grand.
I really, I don't know. I'm wrestling with it. One of our nice listeners like, well, I'll buy the ticket for you. I'm like,
No. You definitely cannot do that.
A little go fun, Kev.
Yeah, I'm like, come
No,
on,
we are not
man.
doing a GoFundMe.
Like,
For
I can't
Kevin to
do
go to the
that.
Buckeyes.
I do thank you, Mike, but yeah, I can't take it. There's no way. So yeah, it's not final, but it's not looking good.
Well, on several fronts. I mean, it's not just the money; it's the fact that it's one ticket. So you would have to leave your
Yeah.
wife. Like, who are you going with? Where are you sitting? You'd be sitting all by yourself, right?
No, I'm going. It would be with my buddy Sean.
But we know you're not going.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
It's
know.
not happening.
Like, dream on, Aerosmith.
that's right.
Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
There you go.
That's good.
Who's had a worst first week of 2021 than Jaybird? There's a
luck.
lot that he really can throw at you here.
It's been a weird week.
Okay, so what is your resume for week 1 of 2021, Jay Bird?
Well, January 1st is when Chewy got sick, and he passed away into January 2nd. So that really kind of started the entire thing off.
First day.
It's a good kickoff.
I was in my house for no longer than 3 hours when it all kind of started going down. So that sucked.
Okay, new year, new house, and your dog dies.
Yes, I had my place painted inside, but when they painted it, they took down my bedroom ceiling, and they broke the ceiling and just left it. And it doesn't work. So
The ceiling is
ceiling
broken?
the ceiling fan. I got to buy a whole new ceiling fan.
Okay.
So that all happened within like the same. Like, all right. Then I saw the dead body.
on
that's
traffic.
right.
Yeah.
I did see a dead body.
At the accident.
I have not had any hot water in 9 days. I've been taking a whore's bath, as they call it.
Yes.
Yeah, because you're trying to get them to turn on your gas.
I've never dealt with this stuff before, and apparently it's a to-do. I know everyone's got questions like, how can this happen? How did you not know before? Y'all, no one told me anything.
We knew you had gas,
Yeah,
but we just thought we went and turned a lever.
Yeah, that's all I thought of. With people like, oh yeah, you turn a lever. Nah, not in my place.
Not the case, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Also think I might have a leak in my pool.
Why do you think that?
Because it's gone down significantly, the water.
geez.
So I'm getting that looked at today.
Oh, wow.
I also cannot lift my left arm.
Did you sleep on it crooked?
I don't know. I just
Weird.
can't. I woke up. I cannot move it. It's so hard to move. I'm a great deal of pain.
What is it? Is it just in your
Like,
arm,
look.
your shoulder? Where is it?
It's this entire piece right here.
That would be all the way from like your
Elbow
shoulder
to shoulder. If I had tendonitis and bursitis, that's exactly what it feels like. I don't know how.
Is it a shooting pain or kind of a?
It's kind of like anytime I move, it's really bad.
Maybe this has been building because remember your grip was bad. You couldn't grip anything. Now your arm's going out.
I did push the car for an hour.
yeah.
That could have something. I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it. Possibly.
That's a pretty strong run. Yeah.
It's a solid week.
Yeah.
It's not too bad.
Good news is got to get better though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got your one bad week out of the way for 2021.
In all honesty, all those other things, all that can be fixed. It's
Yeah.
not a big deal. The only thing that really is hard is the Chewy thing. That's the only thing that's bothering me. Everything else can get fixed. That happens. But if one more person goes like this, "Hup, you're a homeowner now, gotta fix problems," I might try to punch them. I've heard that like 11 times.
Suck it up, homeowner.
Dude, that's being a homeowner's about.
You're in the club, bro.
I know. I hate it. I'm a pacifist and I want to fight you.
There are a few more Feel Good Fridays here. Somebody said they're going on a date for the first time in 2 years after getting out of an abusive relationship.
Wow.
Okay.
Good luck.
Yeah. Somebody else said, my potty-resistant toddler wore underwear to school for the first time and didn't pee all over the car on the way.
Yay.
It's a win.
Mm-hmm. Somebody else, my Feel Good Friday. I'm feeling all warm and nostalgic today. Just looking at Kevin's shirt reminds me of my grandmother's wallpaper. Okay.
Oh.
I love your shirt.
People want laundry day, Kev.
Oh. I think you picked that shirt, right?
Well, this is one of my Christmas presents. This is from the Queen.
Okay.
So it's an ensemble. I could do a photo shoot for you.
It's an ensemble.
What's the bottoms like?
Yeah.
These are pants right here. I got these pants. I got the shoes.
Okay. It's a look.
You look very like South Beach, but South Beach like South Beach from the 90s.
Like a soccer mom. You look
I
like
got a soccer
a
mom.
South Beach soccer mom
from the 90s.
from the 90s. But you look great.
That's what we're going for,
But I think you look awesome.
You look great.
But it looks good on you, though.
It looks good on you, though. Look at his head.
I actually do. I was looking at the shirt today, and I thought that's a nice, good-looking shirt.
Well, your body looks great because you've lost a lot of weight. You look really fit.
Yes.
So I think you could put anything on right now and it would look good.
Oh, Kevin's lost weight. I haven't seen anybody on social media talking about that.
Yes. What does that look like? The soup kid that needs 69 cents?
Kevin could be doing the nicest picture ever, and every comment would be, "Damn, Kev, looking gaunt."
God, no.
It could be a picture of him saving a baby from a burning fire, and every comment would be, "Damn, Kevin, what's up with that look?"
Terribilize that poor kid. He thinks he's saved, but actually you're going to kill him.
They're so mean to him on social media.
Damn.
It's tough stuff.
Just don't read the comments, dude.
Just don't read the comments,
Yeah,
man.
I stopped.
I stopped too.
Virginia's dropping us in the dirt a second ago. What a great year Elon Musk has had. He keeps firing off rockets out of Cape Canaveral for SpaceX, and he is just cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. He's got that going on. Seems like everybody, the big status thing, they got to drive a Tesla. Even people I know that make a ton of money and could have a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, they seem to be going to Teslas. It's very odd. I guess that's just the cool thing to have. The money that he has made. He went to number one in the world. He started off with just $27 billion. Now he's at $185.
Dang.
How about that for 1 year? $27 to $185 billion. I wonder if that's the fastest anyone has ever earned that much money in one calendar year. Because Bezos has been climbing year after year after year after year. But 1 year to be outside of the top 50 richest, and now you're number one?
I'll look it up for you.
I'd appreciate that.
He can't move his Bob Dole arm.
Why don't you just sit still?
Damn it, I can't type. I'm old.
Sad state.
Did you say I had a Bob Dole arm? Is that what you said?
It's an older reference,
It's
kids.
a great reference.
Look
though.
it up and Google
It's
it.
unreal. I remember he used to put
They used to put a pen
he
in
put a
it.
pen in his hand so it looked like he was busy.
But it's a paralyzed arm. He's a war veteran.
Yeah.
But
He had a good excuse.
he had a
yeah.
great excuse.
I heard
He
myself.
had a great story.
I heard
What's
myself
your story?
falling asleep.
He's an American hero. What's your excuse?
He's a war hero. I'm just dumb.
But what you're doing with it looks like what he used to do with it.
I get it.
Well, if you're trying to track yourself and catch up with Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, you can check out the Mega Millions and the Powerball jackpots, a combined $980 million for the drawings this weekend.
Wow. Y'all, we could use some of that change.
Dang, yeah, we could. The Mega Millions is up to 510. Powerball's about 470 last I checked. And there were no winners earlier this week.
Oh, I'm doing it. I'm playing.
You should play, and you should pick some KVJ numbers. Close your eyes and channel Chewy. Channel your dog that just passed away and say, Chewy, send me some numbers.
I don't know if I want to bother with that right now. Yeah. Hey, Chewy, you're resting in peace, but yeah, I want to win the lottery. No, let's get it. Let's have him just be spiritual.
'Cause that's what your dog does when he goes to the great beyond.
Think about your dead dog Chewy, and get us numbers.
Get us some numbers.
What's wrong with you?
Make this dog work.
And like an idiot, I started doing it. I'm like, all right,
What?
Chewy, give
Huh?
me. All right, what do you see, Chewy?
You're playing this bizarre game.
I'm in this weird game now.
Chewy loves you. You're wearing a Chewy shirt.
I am.
He would love for you to win the lottery.
Okay. Do I have to share it with you?
Yes.
Okay.
It's my idea.
Somebody got in Denny's weed.
I don't know why though. I do. The number 14 is hitting me over the head.
Okay, is that the Powerball?
I just 14 is hitting me over the head, and now I'm tired. I've said.
Okay.
I've said too much.
Too much.
There was a guy in Kentucky. He says he won $2 million in the lottery by playing numbers he once saw in a movie. And they said, that's awesome. What movie? He's like, I can't remember. But I guess it works. So is there like numbers that you've seen in TV shows or movies or even in songs that you love? Like, do you love Kiss's Christine 16?
I mean,
Okay, bad
No,
example.
you shouldn't.
it's a creepy song if you really delve deep in the lyrics.
It's super creepy.
Really is. Okay, so here's what you've got. You've got the Mega Millions jackpot tonight. The next drawing for the Powerball jackpot's going to be tomorrow. And they say if you win the Mega and take the annuity, your first year's check is going to be about $5 million. Your final check would be about $22 million. They say in the long run, you actually get more money if you take the annuity.
Even if we just won 70 grand a piece,
It's better than nothing.
that'd be sweet, man.
I would take $70 at this point.
Yeah, there's different forms of how you can win. I mean, I've known people who won $400 on one little thing.
Scratch off.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll take anything at this point. We got to try to turn 2021 around.
Yeah, I got to pay for my arm.
Need some pens.
Gotta get this thing working.
Yeah, you do. All right, got some misconnections here for you today. Interesting things. Just putting the call out. Maybe this is going to be speaking to you. Just know that somebody is looking for you. This is for somebody who's been to the Walmart off of Belvedere Road in West Palm Beach.
Oh, yes, we know it well, Kevin.
Yeah, this is a male seeking a female. Says, "Hi, you were shopping at the Walmart off of Belvedere Road. You were wearing a pink face mask. Well, I tell you something, you better check your purse because I put something in there for you. I was the guy that was wearing the mask with the pot leaf on it. You went off to look at some tampons, and that's when I put my special something in your purse.
Oh.
I hope you
What?
like it."
Is it drugs?
Well, I don't really want to tell and give up the whole surprise here.
All right.
Yeah. Well, you look like the kind of girl who'd like something like that. I hope you're not cramping up too much during your time of menstruation. I'd love to actually meet up and talk to you someday. You couldn't tell by what I was wearing, but I'm kind of jacked. I got a great bod and an adequate dog. Tell me what I put in your purse so I know it's you. I never been with a redhead before, but it's on my bucket list, and I'd love to cross it off if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like when we ask you questions or about what's written and you stay in character and answer the questions as the person.
I have to, yeah.
I love that.
It's impressive.
I'm thinking maybe he dropped, I can't decide, maybe what he dropped in there. I'm thinking this guy likes bongs, weed, and steroid needles. So I don't know if it's one of those three.
I'm thinking it's either he put some kind of pot or drugs in there, or he put a rubber, a Jimmy hat, a condom.
Ooh, you think so? He went with that.
He sounds pervy.
Well, he was at a Walmart. I guess maybe you could have got that there. Yeah.
Oh, you can get everything at Walmart these days, Virginia. They got toys.
Toys?
Adult toys.
Like Cabbage Patch?
No, we were talking the big dogs.
Yeah. The big dogs.
It's in that. I think we've talked about it before. It's in that case, and you have to ask somebody for it. They have to unlock it. So
That's not humiliating.
It's a whole process. And they've got the condoms in there. They've got the jellies, and they've got the toys.
Oh wow.
So I've heard.
Wow.
I'm shocked.
Oh yeah.
This is somebody that has been partying with the ladies in Fort Lauderdale. It's a male seeking a female here in the misconnections. So if this is you, this guy's trying to find you. It says here, "Hey, we were partying down in Fort Lauderdale together. We met down by the beach and we ended up hanging out for a while. Well, long story short, you had a little accident from eating something that didn't agree with you. You were really embarrassed and ended up throwing your panties out in the trash. But when you weren't looking, I went back and retrieved them."
Dude.
What are you thinking?
Well, I wanted a memento, and I didn't mind the extra stain.
Oh.
I still have your said panties, and I've never washed them.
Oh.
And I still look at them every single day. They make me think of our special night together. You told me that you loved my energy, but then you just disappeared on me. I don't know where you went. Well, if you want your panties back, I promise I'll actually clean them. You just have to come meet me in person to get them. Please hit me up. I swear I'm not some kind of weirdo.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you don't sound like
Yeah.
it.
I just think that we had a connection. I felt it.
I'm sure you got it all together, buddy.
I have it all together. I'm doing great. I'm doing really well.
What?
Doing great.
What character's creepy, the first guy or the second guy?
I mean, they're both pretty terrible.
Well, the first guy's, he's putting stuff in your purse.
Yeah, both these guys are gross.
I think the second guy is the least offensive, which is wrong.
Yeah, they're a lot. Okay, I'll wrap with somebody maybe a little bit more normal. This is a male seeking an older and mature female.
Oh.
It says, "You are a hot and older female crossing guard. You had helped me and my kid cross a very busy street for about a week. I ended up dropping her off at school on a Thursday, and I walked back past you 20 minutes later, and something magical happened. We ended up doing it in your car. The next day, you were gone, never to be heard from ever again. This happened in the northern Broward area near Pompano. I could tell that you were something else by just the way that you blew your whistle. I wasn't wrong either. I hope I didn't get you into any kind of trouble. I walk by that spot where we did it every single morning, and it makes me miss my older, sexy crossing guard. I left out some of the details out of sheer respect for your privacy. Who says that a crossing guard can't be sexy? Older women are my jam, so please don't let our age difference get in the way. I've been with even older women than you. Are you impressed? Please get a hold of me.
I don't want to speak for Virginia, but that was one hell of a read from the Kevin Ralston.
Okay.
It was sexy. It was elegant.
Yeah, it made crossing guards hot.
I didn't even
desirable.
know. I didn't even know I was listening to Kevin Ralston. Who was that guy?
Calm down. You got him all worked up now. Seriously?
I feel like your name is Jock.
Jock.
Yes.
It might be. He sounded sophisticated.
Birds in a lather.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
The crossing guard? He was, by the way, he was the most sane one out of the three you did.
Yeah,
with the read and
like I
everything.
told you, he was a little bit more grounded.
Well, they're both are into it.
You like that crossing guard story, don't you?
It's an interesting scenario, actually. Older female crossing guard.
I mean, is that real? Did a crossing guard really hook up with a guy she just met?
I guess anything's possible, man. Anything is possible, and it's a weird world. We're in a weird place. That was, in an area where anything can happen.
It's a world of gross possibilities. They're endless.
Gross possibilities.
Yeah.
Get out there, Tiger.
I'm always hearing stories that kind of blow my mind, and I got an email here that I think Jaybird is going to get you lathered up even a little bit more. It's just maybe that there's an explanation for a group that does this kind of stuff, but this email said my boyfriend's wife is cool with us dating.
My
boyfriend's.
Oh, they're in a threesome kind of a.
I don't know.
Okay, I get it.
Okay, yeah, it's an interesting.
She's the side piece, and he's married.
And they're all into it.
I'm so vanilla that there's a lot of things that confuse me in this email. So I'll get it to you. Maybe you can explain a little bit what's going on here, because I don't really fully understand.
It's
this.
a wife and a girlfriend, but I think they're all together and they're all cool with it.
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
I like how it would be if you had a girlfriend and Kim was cool with it. That's what it is.
Just you saying that is really so amusing just to hear. Yeah.
Kim, this is Molly.
Yeah.
She's half your age.
Yeah.
Super hot.
Yeah. That's funny.
More KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Whoa, this seems pretty adventurous and a little bit out there. Maybe you can explain a little bit to me, Jaybird, in this email that we received. It said, my boyfriend's wife is cool with us dating. That seems kind of confusing at first, but hey, in South Florida, I guess anything goes, right?
It sounds like they're in a couple with a third.
Yeah, it sounds like if you had a girlfriend and Kim was cool with it.
Yeah.
And I've heard of some couples doing this where they have they're both into the girlfriend.
Totally. This is not like some weird foreign concept.
I mean-
I know, vanilla pants over there.
It's 2021, dog.
I hear you.
A lot of people are acting weird.
Yeah, I'm having relations like it's 1954.
Oh, I mean, this would have been. Oh, what did you just say?
Yeah. Interesting email. It says, I met a guy on a dating site and we hit it off. He is everything I've been looking for in a man, and I was having the best time of my life. We've been dating for 2 months before he sat me down for a serious conversation. He confessed that he was married, but told me that his wife knows where he is and who he is with.
Really?
I didn't believe him. I thought he was just another one of those scumbag guys trying to pull a fast one on me, but then he FaceTimed a woman and she confirmed everything he had said. She even confessed that she has a steady boyfriend herself and has for a year, and was so happy that her husband finally found a woman that he really liked.
Weird.
She told me that she would love to meet me and actually invited me to her house. I guess it would be tonight. Based on this, she didn't put the exact time, but it says Friday for dinner. I told her that I couldn't as I was having a hard time processing everything that I was hearing. It has now been a few days, and I keep getting texts encouraging me to accept the invitation to dinner. I am a very traditional person, and this would be stepping way out of my comfort zone, but I really do like this guy, and I'm really curious to see what is going on with their relationship. Has anyone ever had anything like this happen to them?
We know why you're still milling around. You don't want to come out and say it, but you're intrigued and you want to dance with the devil.
We are intrigued, so we're not judging you for being intrigued. You didn't go into this looking for a throuple.
If you really don't want to do this, this is not your flavor, you should know that deep down inside. If it's something you're not comfortable with, you know.
How do you know if it is or not? I've seen a lot of these movies, whether it be the 50 Shades of Grey. I also remember that Tom Cruise, Eyes Wide Shut, when you have those experimental things. In the movies, at least, they're always very hesitant at first. They're like, oh, I don't know. It's just not who I am. And then they bring them into this world, and all of a sudden, they just can't get enough of it.
Well, the hesitation's why they're turned on. They're turned on, and they know that deep down inside, but they also know that they shouldn't be doing it because it's taboo. But the taboo is what is getting them going.
Yeah. So I don't really even feel like I don't know anything about this world. I don't feel like I can comment on it. There's nothing I can even say. And I don't know. It sounds to me like this email is fishing for, should I do it? Should I go and just see what's going on? Or is this just too weird that I need to bail out of this? So what are you reading? What is your feel on this? There seems like there's some curiosity, and there's also a connection that she has to this guy. She's having the time of her life, and then she finds out that this guy she's really into is married. But does that mean the end of her relationship with him?
I would be curious just because you're already invested with this guy. But if you know for a fact that you could never get past the fact that he's married, then don't waste your time. Also, if you're going to go, make sure you're safe.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like these people are kind of like a little shady, and you don't know what kind of squirrely stuff they're up to.
And make sure if you do delve in, make sure somebody straps on a condominium, if you know what I mean, a condom, because who knows? Well, my whole thought process would be like, all right, we're doing this tonight. What was going on last night? What was going
Another
on?
girl.
Yeah, what was going on 3 weeks ago? I mean, if you're already... Again, that's not out of judgment. That's out of being safe.
Right. Well, that's why I figured with our audience being as open as they are here in South Florida, maybe somebody could offer some insight as to what she might be getting into. This is a newbie that doesn't even know what's going on.
Oh, there's definitely people listening right now. You'll get an email. You guys are so vanilla.
Yeah, KVJ has the craziest listeners.
There's someone listening that's going through
There
this.
is somebody who's actually done this.
Okay, well, what kind of advice can you give, and can you walk through what she can expect? What is going to be happening if she accepts this? And I guess it would be tonight for dinner.
If you weren't expecting any of this, yeah, you just thought you had a boyfriend. Now you have a whole situation.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions here to be asked, and that's why I think she's looking for a little bit of advice, because this is a new world for her, and maybe other people have dabbled in it, and they've learned, or they know what the ropes are. And is this normal? Is there something shady going on here?
A whole new world, don't you dare close your legs.
Linda on here from Loxahatchee. What's your thoughts on this, Linda?
I think it's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Why would she risk going to someone's home where she has no idea? And how does she even know that that's his wife?
Yeah, they could be like traffickers that could be snatching her up and stealing her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The answer is no. She should not go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm leaning no.
You know, people are saying that going to the house, that is a definite no. If there's anything, and if you do entertain this, it needs to be at a restaurant, a public place where anything like that could happen. You have to have friends that are kind of watching over you to make sure that there's nothing that happens, and you have to have an out on this. So that's what a lot of the texts are saying. Some other people are saying there is nothing wrong with being polyamorous.
That's the word. I couldn't think of the word. I knew it was poly something. I kind of want to call it poly science, but that's wrong.
Pollyanna?
Pollyanna.
Yeah. Polyamorous. But how he went about it is wrong. It sounds like he wasn't upfront about the relationship. Now, it was 2 months in, and that's toxic behavior. My friend is poly and is out in the open about it to any potential people. So it sounds like this guy broke one of the key laws of being polyamorous, and that he kind of got her on the hook for 2 months.
Secrets.
He reels her in, and then he's like, oh, by the way, here's my wife. And no big deal because she's got a boyfriend.
So if I was polyamorous, that means I would have a girlfriend, a serious girlfriend. That I'd have another one, but she would know about it, and they would be in cahoots together.
I guess is everybody's cool with it. I don't even know.
I feel like there's got to be jealousy of. If people do this, I want them to be honest. Does the jealousy happen?
Well, they all say they're cool with it in the beginning, but we've seen this before where the couple just deteriorates that are swingers because of jealousy.
I just feel like somebody in the equation is going to catch feels. Somewhere down the line, someone's going to do that.
So is polyamorous, is this another name for swinger? I'm so lost in all this.
The swinger, I think, is when you are just swapping couples for sex.
Okay.
This sounds like you are in a relationship with everyone in the relationship knows what's going on. And for example, if I was polyamorous with you in Virginia, Kevin would know about me in Virginia. Virginia would know about me and Kevin. We all are on the same page.
So ideally,
leave my name out of your mouth.
First example I could think of. I'm sorry.
Everybody knows Denny's is your wife.
Denny's, if she's cool with it, he can be involved.
So ideally, if you're polyamorous and you'd be a married couple, you would want each of you to have your own side piece or whatever it might be. Your own.
Well, from
boyfriend,
that letter, or from what she said,
Yeah.
the email, it sounds like that was the goal, and that's what she fulfilled.
Because the wife sounds like she's happy that her husband found a girlfriend
Yes.
finally.
Yes.
Because she's had somebody for a year and maybe that's been tough on their marriage because she's been happy in another. I mean, honestly, I can barely master one relationship.
Well, the other thing.
Why do these people want to take on more?
Keep in mind, too, I think every couple or every situation is going to be different with their own set of rules, where some people would want their girl to have another guy because he's got another girl, but then some would not, and they know that they're just all in a relationship together, and if you step out of that, whatever you guys worked out and you stepped out on that person,
Yeah.
you're now considered a jerk.
Okay.
Because you're breaking the rules.
Okay, so there are rules in this.
It's different than swapping.
It's exhausting.
I really didn't even fully understand the whole swinger thing, and now they're throwing this at poly something or other.
This sounds deeper, like there's relationship stuff going on in there.
Okay, all right. Well, does she go or does she not go? If you were your friend Virginia, are you saying, yeah, I'll give it a shot, do the restaurant,
Yeah,
cover your bases?
I would say don't go to the house. But I mean, if you know that you don't want to be down with this, don't waste your time.
Bottom line, if you are emailing and you're asking questions, you're at least curious.
I mean, they might want you to be involved in some sort of thing where you're getting with the wife, too. You don't know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
A person that doesn't want anything to do with this, they're like, no, I'm not doing this, and that's it.
Well, I think honestly,
I think that's what I would have said.
but I think her heart's on the line. I think she got hooked. I think she has feels for this guy, and in a weird way, there's like, okay, well, I don't know. I love him so much. Could I make this work somehow, even though he's married?
I don't know. I think if you are strong in your stance on not sleeping with a married guy, which you should be, that this is kind of like just no, I'm not playing your game.
If you love drama, this is just the game to play. If you're trying to just be peaceful and get in a peaceful state, I say don't do this. If you're looking for adventure and you want a lot of drama, hey, go for it.
Yeah, you got to look within. Are you a peaceful, normal girl, or do you like to spice it up?
Some people really get off on drama. They love it. They need it. They crave it.
That's true.
And what people were saying, and I think what she needs to truly consider right now, even people who are in the polyamorous game are saying what he did was not cool. He broke the rules of this. He got you to love him thinking he was a single guy, and he was not. All hoping that this is how he would reel you into the game.
It's shady.
It is shady. And so you're talking about continuing in a relationship in a situation that you don't know with a person that has now come off, and we can all agree that they are shady. So,
I mean, to me, you'd constantly be worrying about, all right, who was with who the other night? Did Hank wear a condom in him? You're always constantly thinking these things.
You can't trust anybody. I mean, he's already lied to you.
You can trust one person, yourself.
Yeah. Okay. I don't like it, but again, I'm a very vanilla guy. So,
I mean, I've worked with two of the most vanilla.
So, that might be a big part of it, but, whatever you do, just please let us know.
I'm French vanilla.
Oui, oui.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, the crackdown has begun on all the people that stormed into the Capitol building a couple of days ago. Have you guys seen the viral photo of the guy that was taking a lectern from the U.S. House?
Yes, he's a local Florida boy.
Is that the guy dressed like a buffalo?
I don't think it's him. This is another guy.
He's actually a guy that had like a ski cap on with a little fuzzy ball on the top.
I know now. Okay.
He's local.
Yeah, he's from Parrish, Florida. He is 36-year-old Adam Johnson, who was smiling and waving as he was caught on camera carrying what appeared to be U.S. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi's lectern, walking through the U.S. Capitol building with other rioters on Wednesday. It actually has the official seal of the Speaker of the House, and I think my wife had mentioned last night that he actually put it up for sale for, I don't know, like $700,000 or something like
You
that.
better sell it quick.
Is that fake though?
It might have been. I don't even know.
It looked a little off. It
might
looked
have
like
been.
it was.
I didn't get a chance to verify what my wife was telling me, and she falls for a lot of stuff on TikTok. She falls for a lot of stuff. But he's. I think what's going to be interesting is seeing what kind of charges all these people are going to get and sentences and the such.
I mean, could you charge all of those people, and would they only charge the people that broke into the building?
I have no idea. There were so many people.
There were hundreds, if not thousands, in the building.
It'll be fascinating to see what they wind up doing and, what everybody was doing. And some were doing worse things. Some were actually attacking people. Those people were going to have harsher crimes than just the people who supposedly went into the organ room and started smoking weed.
Yeah, one of the cops.
What they did?
Yes.
One of the cops died. They clocked him in the head with a fire extinguisher, and he died.
I don't know if he died.
There is a police officer that did die.
Yeah, he collapsed.
Yeah.
Brian Sicknick passed away.
Because I had heard that there were a couple news outlets that reported him dead, and then they did kind of a Tanya Roberts, and they said, actually, he's not dead. He's still on life support.
Okay, so our retraction statement would come in 10 minutes?
I believe everything on Daily Mail.
Okay, we're doing it. Kevin's protecting us now. Just in case me and Virginia are wrong, we're making a retraction statement.
Everything on Daily Mail is right.
Oh, yeah.
There is a guy that got fired from his job yesterday. He wore his work badge into the Capitol building, and somebody had his photo, and they blew up the company that was on the work badge, and they said, "Hey, company," and they sent them something on social media. You might want to talk to one of your employees. Well, that company was Navistar Direct Marketing, which is a Maryland-based printing company, and sure enough, they talked to him, and after suspending him briefly, they have now fired that employee.
I don't know if you all saw the footage of they had footage of Pelosi's desk, and the news was showing that, but you could see on her desk all of these phone numbers, and I'm wondering if. I mean, they had to have gotten phone calls from people.
Oh, they had
There's
to.
no way you could change your number.
You could totally zoom in and see what the number was.
Easily.
Mm-hmm. So the fallout will continue on that. There's a guy in Naples, Florida that called 911 because McDonald's got his burger order wrong. Not once, but twice. The 56-year-old man called 911 3 times to complain that the fast food chain had gotten his order wrong. The harassment continued until McDonald's finally called the cops. The cops went to the guy's house. They said this guy's yelling, cursing at staff over this mistaken order. So the cops get the guy. They escort him out. And as they do, they're frisking him, of course, to make sure he doesn't have weapons. He doesn't have weapons, but he does have marijuana. So then they put him in the back of the cop car, and then that's when he got all honest with him. He said, "Oh, by the way, I got cocaine in my butt, too." So they got him on a couple things.
Send in the rookie.
Yeah, there you go.
He was like, "Okay, you got me."
Okay, I admit I got cocaine in my butt.
In his defense, I don't know if it's ever happened to y'all, but if you've gotten back-to-back orders where they messed it up once and they messed it up a second time, you feel like the universe is just against you.
He lost his mind.
I'm not condoning him.
Yeah.
But 911, leave them alone.
Leave them alone.
They got other things to worry about.
Right.
More exciting stuff at McDonald's, this time the McDonald's in Vero Beach. It's about 4 in the morning, and somebody reported a suspicious vehicle.
Uh-oh.
Turned out a 28-year-old guy had parked his truck in the drive-thru lane and decided just to pass out right there. When they found him, they say he was snoring so loud that they even put it in the police report. His keys were still in the ignition, but the engine was off, and they could smell tons of booze coming from inside his mouth. When they tried to get him out of the truck, he could barely walk and then failed the sobriety test and eventually admitted to drinking 6 to 8 beers at a bonfire. Then he had a bunch of Rum Runner tiki drinks.
They will really get you.
Yeah.
Because they're so sweet. You don't even taste the alcohol.
It's like Kool-Aid, Virginia.
Then he thought driving was a good idea. Then he thought going to McDonald's was a really good idea. And then he thought taking a nap at McDonald's in the drive-thru lane was an even better idea. But now he's got a DUI, and he was also driving on a suspended license.
Don't.
Oh,
Them
geez.
Rum Runners will get you.
Yeah. A teacher at Largo High School near Tampa got arrested for intentionally spraying a child with a disinfectant spray after apparently seeing kids not wearing their mask properly.
This is a high school teacher, too.
Snap.
She sprayed like high school kids. You think they're not going to rat you out?
She snapped.
Yeah, it was caught on surveillance video. The 51-year-old woman is still employed by the school as of yesterday.
Twitter hasn't done their job yet. They're going to get her.
You can't spray kids with Lysol, you moron.
Right?
I know you want to. Kids are gross. I get it.
Look, Lysol smells great as a aftershave, but don't do it. It's terrible for the skin.
Oh, the pandemic is affecting a lot of people I know over in Europe and England, as a matter of fact. They got the lockdown that is going on, and got an email from one of our listeners there in England, Maddie Bonewell.
Oh, yeah. He's always corresponding on social media.
Yeah, he said, I want to shed some light on that. He said, as of Wednesday, we're in a national lockdown equivalent to the first lockdown last March. Our previous lockdown wasn't a lockdown as schools, colleges, and non-essential shops are now closed, and you can only leave your house for essential work or to get food, shopping, or doctor's appointments.
Oh, wow.
You now can't mix with other households, whereas before we still could. Also, for Christmas Day, the restrictions were lifted so that you could see family members, which will inevitably increase the infection rates. We're not doing it right, and we haven't done it right the whole time, but I just thought I'd explain where we're at here in England. So thank you, Maddie Bonewell.
Love
for
that name, Bonewell.
And he's a nice
great name.
guy. He's super sweet.
And the Bonewells is one of the best families that England has to offer.
Oh, the Bonewells.
Because it's what we do.
Hello, Bonewell.
We don't bone poorly. We bone well.
So say what a great name.
It
A lot of
is.
pressure, but it's a
A
great
lot
name.
of pressure.
Well, there's issues also in Belgium. They got some lockdown things going on there with the pandemic as well. And there's a bar owner there that got sentenced to 3 months in prison and got a $1,200 fine for pouring a single beer for a customer who paid $120 to support the business.
Wow.
They're not playing. Eva, over here in the U.S., some things are getting shut down. The No Pants Subway ride has canceled their 2021 season because of the coronavirus.
No.
That affects New York, Boston, Chicago, and L.A. This is the first time since 2002 that they've had to stop the No Pants Subway ride. Terrible, isn't it?
So awful. What will we do?
What will we do?
They should come to Florida. Florida welcomes you with no pants on.
Yeah, that's true.
You're right.
We just don't have subways, really. It's the only problem.
Take the tri-rail.
Or just go to the restaurant.
No. People mover maybe in Miami. There's a professor at Harvard that thinks a weird cigar-shaped object that passed by us in 2017 wasn't an asteroid and might have actually been an alien probe to spy on us.
Really?
This guy's a Harvard professor. It's the first known object that's entered our solar system from interstellar space.
Interesting.
How about that? Something maybe you might want to look into, Jay Bird.
And I also like how excited Virginia got on that. She kind of perked up. It's like, really?
Not it right?
So off the air, she's a sweetheart. She believes in aliens. She believes in UFOs.
Sweetheart, huh?
Oh, thank you for putting that out there.
Producer Denny's knows when you're high. This is his superpower. He's so in tune with everything weed and even the people who use it.
For him, it's like looking in a mirror. He can see you.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of research on the subject, so.
He knows when you are baking.
I love it.
He knows when you are straight. You cannot fool this man. But Christina here from North Lauderdale is going to try. Hello, Christina.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Awesome. How are you?
Doing very well. Producer Denny's is going to ask you a few questions here, and then he will tell you if you are high or not. We'll see if he is right on this. What do you want to ask her, Denny's?
First question. What soup would be the worst to eat while having a sneezing fit?
What soup?
Yeah.
What kind of soup?
Turn your radio
radio's,
down.
Yeah, your radio's going to really mess you up, and it's going to make you sound really high even if you're not.
I'm feeling high.
Yeah, no, what's going on, man? I'm hearing two things at different times. Yeah. Okay, you good, Christina?
Yes.
Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so terrible soup to eat while having a sneezing fit. What would you say would be the worst soup?
I would guess tomato soup.
Oh, okay.
I kind of feel like a mushroom soup because the mushroom, you sneeze in it, then the mushrooms would plop up and hit you in the nose. I don't know.
I'd say a chowder. It's got potatoes, clam in it.
But the tomato's going to stain more.
Yeah.
Clam. Ugh.
Imagine clam coming out your nose.
Oh, clams. They have clam soup?
Oh, definitely. I'd eat that all day.
Clam chowder.
Oh, clam chowder. I'm dumb. Gosh.
Number one vote in the chat room is tomato or tomato bisque.
All right, well, that's
Number
a
2
landslide.
vote in the chat room is you're dumb.
Oh, God.
You got to turn your radio down.
Virginia's going to yell at you if you don't.
Let's back up. Okay. Hello, Christina. Do you have the radio? Can you turn the radio down?
Of course. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a doll.
It's okay. We're good.
Aw.
You guys are adorable. All of you put together. There's no favorite. You guys are just awesome as a group.
Aw, look
I
how
love
sweet she
you.
is.
You are very kind.
We
Do
love
go
you,
on.
Christina.
Sending you a hug.
Yeah, this is amazing. I don't want to ever.
Aw, back at you guys.
We're still playing, Christina.
But it's a pause for a
Okay.
love
Oh, it is.
fest.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm okay with that. It's kind of like halftime.
Radio snuggle.
Okay.
I got my answer.
I think I do too. You want one more?
One more, please, just
All
for fun.
Using just your mouth to make the sound effects, make us feel like we're at a farm.
It's a great question. It's a great question.
Quack, quack. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Yay!
Oh, that's
Dang.
amazing.
You are a star.
Yeah, you are.
You are
Yeah,
awesome.
you are. You're as good as they get.
Dang.
Denny's, you want to take a guess here on Christina? What do you think? High or not?
I'm going to go high.
You are.
I think there's a highness to this.
Christina, are you high by chance?
Absolutely.
You seem a little distracted.
But she can put it together.
She's awesome.
I love Christina. Okay,
Aw.
I
Christina,
do
thank.
better when I'm high.
Well, I think Denny's does too.
Oh.
Don't a lot of us, Denny's?
I level with you there.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Christina, you can turn your radio back up again, okay?
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay.
Aw.
All right. You are a doll. Thank you so much. Nice job, Denny's. You're starting off the new year with a win, which is good.
It is nice.
Let's try Elizabeth from Boynton. Hello, Elizabeth.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Okay, producer Denny's knows when you're high. He's 1 for 1 already today. He's going to ask you a couple questions before he takes his guess. What do you think here, Denny's? What you got for Elizabeth?
First question, Elizabeth. If you saw a jaybird in public, what would you say to him to scare him?
I love this one.
Or just walk up to him.
Yes.
Pizza no longer exists.
Oh.
Damn. You cold?
Gosh. Wow. How mean, huh?
People should do that. When they see him out, just tell him pizza's no longer
Pizza
existing.
doesn't exist. If a lot of people start saying that to me, that will freak me out.
What do you mean? What do you know?
What's going on?
What's going
Who
on?
sent you? Who sent you?
How many people are saying this to me? Yeah. Who sent you?
Okay, that's great.
Elizabeth, question 2. In your opinion, where would be the worst place ever to fart?
I got some opinions.
Yeah, me too.
I would probably say an interview
Ah.
while you're interviewing for a new job.
Interview's bad.
That would suck.
Gynecologist.
I feel like they.
Oh, yeah, that's bad.
They got to see that a lot, though,
But
right?
they eat it.
Oh, jeez.
I'd say like a bounce house would be rough.
Or a priest during confession. There's nowhere to run.
You're stuck in that thing.
Well, you'd have to confess too.
Tiny box.
You gotta confess.
My latest confession is I just farted.
I just hotboxed you.
Yeah, that's tough too.
That's rough.
All right, one more.
I guess Elizabeth, you were put to the challenge. How many times do you think you could fold a sandwich?
Oh.
Not many.
Like 3 times, I guess.
I wanted to do
3 times,
this challenge so bad.
I don't think you could. I think you can fold a soft taco.
Yeah.
Maybe even fold a panini, but I don't think you can fold a sandwich.
Like a turkey sandwich?
I could fold a turkey sandwich in
It
4.
depends how much meat it has in it.
Yeah.
I could do it. Can we please do this on Monday?
It'd fall apart.
Can we do it on
I
Monday?
think you get 2 folds.
No, I could get 4 out of a turkey sand.
Get big bread, tiny meat.
Boom.
There you go.
You can see why this is a great stoner conversation.
If me and Denny's were alone right now, this would go on for another 30
We
minutes.
all sound high.
What kind of sandwich though?
What about pastrami, Denny's?
Denny's, what do you think about Elizabeth? Is she high or not?
Not really getting a super high vibe from Elizabeth.
She came-
Although she's enjoying the questions.
She
which
came
is
with
awesome.
logic.
She's fun.
Logic.
Yeah.
She's fun. I don't know if I'm getting a high vibe though from her.
Elizabeth, are you high or not?
I am not.
Good. Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you for playing
I'm just
along,
like this on the
Elizabeth.
regular.
Have a great weekend, Elizabeth.
All right, have a good weekend, guys.
Here's something that stoners might like to try. The TikTok challenge called the 4-Course Meal Challenge. Ooh. It's where somebody else chooses your food for you. Now, the challenge involves putting together a 4-course meal with food from various fast food restaurants. Now, to decide where they go, users play rock, paper, scissors before each course. In each round, the winner chooses where that part of the meal will take place.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So they talk about all the different places that you can go. They say most 4-course meal challenge clips are filled with viewers tagging their friends and significant others, saying that they can't wait to try it together. So apparently it's very popular there.
I
want
love
to do
that.
it. I want to do it. This sounds fun.
You can
Yeah.
go on North Lake Boulevard and hit all the rock stars.
What, let's play.
All right.
You can do a punishment version too, where you have to pick all of the courses you know the person would hate.
Oh,
That'd be rough, and you got to eat
that's
them
the
all.
KVJ version.
Yeah, like someone's getting a cold fish sandwich.
And you have to eat all 4 courses.
I really don't even care that people have their Christmas decorations up. My next door neighbors, they have theirs up, and there's several houses with the lights still on. But I do believe it is a little bit more noticeable. You know, I know for the Hispanics, they let us know that the other night was the night where everybody pretty much, if you're Hispanic, it's kind of a tradition. They take down the Christmas lights.
Yeah, the night before King's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposedly when the kings got to baby Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
That's when like all the Christmas stuff is supposed to come down. But then I've heard other people say, leave it up as a beacon of light for our healthcare workers.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome too.
To me, the lights are cool. The one thing, and this is maybe where I'm like curious is like my neighbors, they have out like Santa, and they've got the
Rudolph.
Yeah, and so it's not even just the magical little beautiful lights. It's, you know, the themes that are going on.
I'm not going to judge them.
I don't have a problem with it.
I do not have a problem with it.
Yeah, but it does feel a little bit more noticeable. You're like, oh, got the Christmas stuff still
I
on.
mean, as long as they don't have like refrigerators in the driveway and cars up on cinder blocks, I don't give a crap what my
Plus, they're
neighbors
also-
do.
Yeah. Honestly, even on that, I'm like, whatever.
You don't care about a car on cinder blocks.
Refrigerator in the front yard, yeah, whatever.
All good. Plus, they're awesome people, so yeah, do what you want to do. But I thought this was rather interesting. Jay Bird, Virginia's going to tell you in a second. Panda, Virginia's husband, apparently won't let her take down the Christmas tree, but it's an interesting reason why. She will share with us coming up next on the KVJ Show.
KVJ Show is all over social media. Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Well, we're talking about your Christmas decorations. King's Day the other day for a lot of our Hispanic listeners where they take down their decorations. Some people still have them up, and Virginia apparently still has her Christmas tree up, and it is staying up, but maybe not for the reasons that you might expect. Virginia, your tree is still up, and it's not going to be coming down for a while.
Well, I went to
Hopefully.
I took everything down. I took the lights down. I took all the decorations. I took the stuff off the banister. Like, everything was down, and the tree was the last thing to go. And so I had all the boxes out last night, and I said, all right, we got to start taking down the tree. And Panda's like, you can't. I'm like, what do you mean I can't? Apparently, because the tree is right next to the TV, the tree is now tied into the success of the Buffalo Bills.
Superstition.
Oh, yeah.
I do the same thing.
If I take down the tree so close to the TV, I will make the Bills lose.
I really can't make fun of them. If I know we have a good ratings book and if things are going good with the show, I always park in the same exact spot. I won't leave until...
Yeah.
I do the same thing as you.
Yeah.
I have to park in a new spot now.
Yeah.
It's a weird condition that humans do because so many people do it and for so many different reasons. Sports seems to be the most noticeable that you have in American culture. I'm a big football fan, and with my team, I've got a glass that one of our listeners had made me, actually, and it's etched with the team name and my name on it. And every time they're playing in a game, that is the glass that I have to drink out of. And what really, and I try, I got the OCD thing, and little things kind of throw me off. I'm an only child, so I still have that.
Who moved my stuff?
And Ohio State was playing last week against a team that they've never beaten. And people were like, Ohio State has no chance to beat Clemson. And it was the day, and I went for my glass, and I looked, and my daughter was over, and she's sipping out. And I'm like, ah. So immediately, there's a panic, a wave of panic just goes through me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I felt like I'm going to be responsible for ruining this for everybody
So you
who's a
poured
Buckeye fan.
Pour her White Claw out.
So I kind of, when she wasn't looking, I took her drink, put it in the thing, and I washed it real quick, and then I took it over, and she kind of looked like, wait, do we have two of those, or did you just steal my glass and is now drinking out of it?
In high school, playing baseball, if I didn't eat a king-size Snicker and drink a Mountain Dew before the game, I thought, oh, dude, you're going to blow it. It's going to be terrible. You're right. Sports had a lot of weird superstitions.
If I had to eat a king-size Snicker and drink a Mountain Dew right now, it might kill me.
You would crap your pants.
I think I would.
Yeah. I'm not guaranteeing a win, but I'm guaranteeing a big dump.
That's so much sugar.
It is just how I was raised. It's the only way I know.
So do people have superstitions for things other than just sports? Like you have it for our ratings and for the job.
We do.
Does anybody else have superstitions like that for other things? I'm sure there's a gazillion and one different sports traditions that people have.
I have them all through my personal life. And I think it's attached to some OCD.
We know you're crazy.
Yeah, I really. If you really actually delve, I'm only giving you just the surface. If you delved, I don't know if you guys want to work with me.
We know a lot of it.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we yearn to learn. Tell us all your quirks.
Well, this is going to be a weird season because American football is the number one sport in this country. And here you are, national championship game for college football Monday night in Miami. Super Bowl is coming up and the playoffs kick off this weekend. Oh, there's so much glorious football this weekend in Virginia.
I know.
Are you going anywhere to watch it? Are you going to chill at the place?
I pretty much just chill at the place. I mean, I'm not, I don't have the fear of the COVID, but I still am not going out and waving myself in the world.
You have a cozy setup, too. You got a bunch of TVs.
It's easier. It's cheaper.
You can cozy up to that rat. Y'all can watch the game together. Y'all can share a drink out your mug.
Yeah. Watch the fried rat's going to be drinking out of my lucky mug.
Rats love the Buckeyes.
Yeah, well, do they? Okay. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, these superstitions are kind of crazy. Somebody said, I have to take an even number of steps wherever I go, and I will stop and tap my foot an extra time if I go to a doorway or anything on an odd number of steps.
Oh, my goodness.
See, that's what I have on the other end. I have the odd. If I'm turning up the volume.
Of course you do.
It would be, I'd have to go, it's all in pairs of threes. I'd have to turn up the volume like 1, 2, 3, and then I would be at peace. And it got so bad as a kid, they threw me in therapy because I was moving all kind of stuff around.
Yeah.
I was kissing God in pairs of 3 during class. It was a little distracting for the kids.
Yeah.
You think?
They thought I was insane.
Well.
There is an odd connection to OCD and superstitions, though.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, is there?
There is, totally.
Yeah, when you kind of look at this stuff. Yeah, that's what people do. Kelsey is on here from Palm Beach Gardens, and you say that you're huge Steeler fans. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And I just want to let you know because Denny's is a huge sports fan, and you can tell it here. He's the one who takes the notes, and he wrote that you are a huge Stealer fan.
Like you stole something.
Like we're going to steal the Super Bowl from everybody?
Oh, yeah, go Kelsey.
In your face, Denny.
Steal the steal. Yeah.
Denny's got stolen.
No, I grew up a Steelers fan. I am now, and I know Steeler fans are absolutely crazy. You say that in your family, passionate about their team. You say your mom did something that was superstitious about the Steelers?
Yeah, she spilled cocktail sauce the first game of the year, but refused to wash it all the way till we lost, and we won all the way up till the 11th game, so it took her almost 3 months to wash her jersey.
That is a big one. A lot of people do that. I had that with a Buckeye jersey that went almost 2 full seasons and they hadn't lost. And I'm like, I never.
Oh God.
Oh, it would smell terrible.
You do it with baseball socks too. If you have a good game, you don't wash your uniform sometimes.
Yeah, no, you do. That's great. Well,
you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Yeah, it's all for the. Yeah, you can't blow up for the Steelers, Kelsey.
No, sir.
Okay, yeah, we'll see how that goes. They've got the playoff game this weekend.
Who they playing?
They got the Browns. Yeah,
okay.
And of course, it is of all the games, it is the late game Sunday night. I'm like, how many playoff games do we have this weekend? And the one I really actually want to watch is the one
late game on Sunday when you
starts
can't.
after I go to bed.
Aw.
Dang, it just didn't work out for me.
Sorry, Kev.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But there's a lot of other good stuff to check out.
Chin up. You're not going to the national championship either.
Dang.
Sorry.
I know. It has been a really tough. COVID has really just wrecked this football season. It has been tough. But yeah, like you were saying, I got a nice little setup. I stay in my sleep number bed all day. I'm probably developing bed sores at this point.
Are we doing a commercial right now? Okay, just making sure.
No, we're not. But, you know, I normally have my wife, we've kind of been, for the whole year, we've been just kind of like rearranging. We were supposed to do a whole bunch of renovation stuff in the house inside.
Okay.
And then the pandemic hit and everything got crazy and weird. And it's just really kind of been in this limbo for all of 2020. And so, you know, I used to have the multiple TVs and how I'd watch the games.
Yeah.
That's gone.
Oh, you took them down?
Yeah, and I told my wife I was fighting against it because I'm like, I know how we do things or how you do things. And I said, we're going to take these down. I'm like, have the TVs for football season. It's going to be really annoying. She's like,
you're going to start this project and you're not going to finish it in time for my football.
And yeah, I called it. And
what
she
happened?
was just like, I have to change it now. I can't live in this house anymore the way it is. I'm like, oh, boy.
I was just bragging about your TVs.
So we ripped the TVs down. They're all gone. I knew it. And I just, you know, what
so
are you
do you have one working TV right now?
That's why he's in his sleep number bed, because he's got the one in the bedroom.
My room.
That's it,
I've got that nice TV, but I've got to do, it used to be I'd have the triple vision going on.
I know. It looked like a Duffy's up in that place.
It was always my one dream. I'm like, you know, whenever I have this, the only luxury I ever want, like I said, sports, my football teams, that's about the only thing I ever spend money on. And I'm in the market for doing kind of a new screen situation because those TVs are now 15, 17 years old, something like that. They've kind of aged out. They have weird warped ripples in them.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Look like somebody dropped it in the pool.
Yeah, they're kind of hard to watch games on now. And so I was just kind of like looking through at some of these TVs they have, and Samsung.
That's what I have. I have the curved Samsung.
I just bought a TV last night. This is so weird. I just bought a Samsung last night.
You did?
Yes, it's so weird.
Okay, so you guys know a little bit about TV prices then, so I want to see if you can guess this. They've just announced a new TV that has a solar-powered remote and is 110 inches.
Whoa.
110? They keep getting
110.
bigger.
110-inch TV Samsung has. How much?
You can probably guess, Jay Bird, because you literally were in the store last night.
It's going to be at least $3,500, and that's probably a low end. And you probably can get the one for $15,000. I saw a TV last night for $10,000.
What?
And I couldn't even tell why it was so much money.
Okay.
Denny's was explaining it to me. He's like, well, because it's got
a flux capacitor.
A flux capacitor.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say is your final bid then, Jay Bird? Give me a definite here.
Let's go 9,500.
$9,500. Okay. Virginia, what do you think? How much are you paying for this new 110-inch? It is a micro LED TV.
I'm going to go 9,501, Kevin.
Ah.
I think we overbid.
We did?
I think we did.
Okay. You think you overbid?
You said you saw a 10 grand TV last night.
You're right. Okay, I think we're good.
This TV is going for $156,000.
What?
Why? Like, because it's so big? Because it's got amazing...
I mean, it doesn't sound that awesome. It just sounds awesome. But, I mean, a solar remote, that can't be that much money to make.
Well, the one I bought was big, and I can't even imagine it even being big. 110?
How much coin you drop?
None of your business. I ain't going in there.
Over $1,000?
That's a big TV.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a fancy TV.
Okay.
Look at you need to go to Bird's house.
I do.
Kevin.
I love it. I respect it.
That's where you need to go.
Yeah. They say this TV will eliminate the backlight and color filters utilized in conventional displays. They said it is self-illuminating, producing light and color from its own pixel structures, whatever this all means.
Whatever that means.
So Denny's did point out yesterday, he's like, look at the picture, look how crisp it is. And it does. It almost looks like the people are coming out of the screen.
It looks like real life. You touch them.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently this is the greatest screen of all time. If you're watching a horror movie, you'll have a heart attack. You'll believe you're really being murdered. So crazy price on that, though.
Yeah, it's everything's so expensive.
Now everybody's taunting me. They're sending me photos of their 3-TV setup.
Oh, damn.
3 TV setup?
Yeah, that's what I had. It's what I want. It's glorious.
Were you? I know you guys are doing the renovation. Were you going to take those TVs down from your office and put them somewhere else, or is that where you like to have them?
Well, I think we're going to, because they're in there. They'll probably stay in the office, but there's only 2 there. They're scattered all over the place now, so it's just mayhem. But,
this is what happens when you get a wife. You lose all control.
I know.
So go get you one.
He knows. Look at me, single bird over there.
Yeah.
He bought the TV he wanted.
Yeah,
It's already installed.
He's got it. Look at that smile on his face.
I'm not married.
Did you miss an episode of the KVJ Show? No worries. Find our podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, or kvjshow.com.
Talking about these superstitions, somebody texted in and said, I'm an Ohio State alumni and I have to watch the games through a reflection in a mirror. Otherwise, I feel like I'm sending the team bad juju. That would be a really tough way to watch football games. It'd be in reverse. What the heck?
And talk about making yourself dizzy.
Oh, my goodness. You go insane doing something like that. So, yeah, they got a game at Hard Rock Stadium. They were painting the field. I've been seeing the photos, so it's all going on. But just a weird year because of COVID. They've got limited fans in attendance. Ticket prices are ridiculously expensive, of course. And I'm not really even sure how much of my team's getting to show up. So they've got COVID issues. So
and they haven't said who's playing and who's not.
They will not write until right before the game. So that's really on top of it, the gamble of anyone who's going to be buying. Cheapest tickets I've even seen in the 300 level are going for like $900 to $1,000.
I mean, if you've got an awesome quarterback, you got to keep homeboy in a bubble.
Yeah.
You can't let him leave. Like, you have to ziplock him in something.
Right. Yeah, so who knows? That could even happen. So I guess we'll see what happens. But you do have a lot of playoff football going on this weekend. National Championship is going to be on Monday night. You also have that Tiger Woods documentary that is dropping on HBO on Sunday.
Oh, that Rachel Yucatel has been talking a little bit.
Oh, really?
Apparently on there, she gives the full details.
Wow.
That's the details you want.
Look at her last name. You could tell.
You could tell. She's going to tell you.
You could tell.
She's going to tell us a lot.
You can tell everybody.
So don't have an affair with somebody named Yucatel.
I don't know if I'm pronouncing
because
it right.
They will tell when they get a chance, yeah.
I don't know if I'm saying it right, but yeah. She talks.
All right, after the show podcast is going to be coming up live on Facebook and YouTube here in just about 5 minutes. You can go and stream that live or check it out on the podcast app that we have at 97.9 WRMF. It's free to download. Before we get to that, though, Jaybird, if you would wrap us all up with your thought for the day.
Okay. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student is truly ready, the teacher disappears.
The KVJ Show mornings and the best variety from the 2000s, 10s, and today for your workday. 97.9 WRMF.